Oh man, and I'm back. Nets ain't got no game tonight. Nets don't play till Sunday, but so what? I'm back. Nets fans is the best fans. It's Big Fan Breezy, and this is JTV. Shout to Ice in the chat early. Ain't even a minute yet.
Early.
Shout to Ice. Shout to Range Rover in the chat. He said, I missed yesterday's stream. You be cooking. Shout to Brockwork. Brockwork was at the game. I missed Brockwork. I was supposed to pull up, but I was busy. I was really working. I had to work my hard yesterday. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yo, nah, Breezo. I forgot to tell you, man. I don't know. Ice, did King Shay come on the podcast last night?
King Shay. Who's King Shay?
I don't know. It's some dude from TikTok, Cam Thomas fan, but he not a Nets fan. He not a Nets fan. I think said he was a Lakers fan, but he went, bro. The kid told me and Brad last night, I trade you MPJ and Cam Thomas for Luca right now. And then he was like, what else he said? He was like, then after Brian was like, oh, I take that, get fleeced. Then he tried to throw some extra first round picks in it, but he just was like, yo, Cam Thomas is better than RJ Barrett. Cam Thomas, like he's a real Cam Thomas fan. So I was like, yeah, you Breezy will fuck with you.
Yeah, but that just helped me with the title I'm about to put right now. Yeah. Cause as Nets fans, I think we gotta right to feel the way we do. You know what I mean? We got a right. Hold on. So boom. Y'all see the title. Cam Thomas and MPJ don't run no sets. None. No pick and rolls, no pick and pops. It's your turn to shoot the ball, it's my turn to shoot the ball. That's Cam Thomas and MPJ. That's it. That's it. So at the end of the day, I gotta call it out. That's nasty work. Now y'all know y'all don't really hear me critique Cam Thomas, but I gotta give you this work. You and MPJ, y'all don't run no sets together. Y'all don't run no pick and pops, no pick and rolls. I don't see nothing. Every time I see you coming off the screen, Cam Thomas, it's because maybe Nick Claxton or somebody else, but it's never MPJ for the most part.
Yo, bro, go to that video on my Twitter. I tagged y'all all in the Twitter the other day because I thought in a video on Twitter because I thought that shit was interesting. Like the dude in the video was trying to be funny, but it was fucking some deep shit under that shit. Because I feel like when we was talking about like what we think the game plan was going to be this season, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was like if you look at what we got. They got some dudes they think that are going to be good defenders. They got a bunch of facilitators, and then they got two people that shoot every fucking shot. Or that's what the narrative is about these players that we got. So it seems like they want to have a bunch of facilitators to set Cam and fucking and MPJ up. But it's not really and then have defenders to make up for both of their lack of defensive acumen.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what I'm seeing out there because it's like Cam Thomas and MPJ have the ultimate green light. They can shoot whatever shot. And I think that Cam, personally, I think part of what his slump has been at the beginning of this season is just the fact that he's overthinking every pass. Like every time he about to shoot, he thinking maybe I should pass first. Because I seen him pass up that shot he gave to Nick Claxton last night at the end of the game. That was a Cam Thomas shot. He broke through three defenders. He was wide open for a floater. But instead of taking the floater, he passed it to Nick, and Nick missed the layup. And
see what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, but slowing it down. I went to Jay's page. We're gonna get to the content that he's talking about. But again, this is what we talked about at the end of the stream last night with Ed Sumner. You feel what I'm saying? Ed Sumner, he actually played with Cam Thomas. Bro, he said, man, I wish we could have just played the whole year out. The vibes in the locker room was too elite. This was by far This was by the far my favorite NBA season. You know what I'm saying? I think
Yo, bro, that was the championship season, bro.
talk your shit. Talk your shit.
We was about to win a chip, bro. That's the season that we went them game. I think we had like the longest winning streak in Nets history or some shit like that.
18 games, I think.
Yeah, some shit like that. And then KD got hurt. And then we started doing a little bit bad. But the thing is, once KD would have got back, because we still made the playoffs that year, right?
Mhm.
Once KD would have got back, we'd have got back the chemistry and we'd have cooked in the playoffs. But then they wanted to trade. They ain't want to pay Kyrie. They wanted to trade Kyrie, and then KD wanted to get traded after they trade Kyrie. They fucked everything up.
hmm My thing is, at the end of the day, backcourt showed success when Cam Thomas was in it with Ed Sumner and a lot of other point guards. And again, as a fan, we seen that in real time. That was the most recent where there was success. And
That was
the
the
difference,
redemption season, bro.
hold on, let's talk about it. I'm glad you brought this up because let's talk about the difference between Ed Sumner and Diego Demen, Ben Saraf, and Nolan Traore. Ed Sumner had Nolan Traore's speed, but he know how to finish. Ed Sumner had Yegor's range. He was shooting just as well as Yegor. I mean, this is a small sample size, but to the point is that next to Cam Thomas, Ed Sumner was hooping. He was playing, and I'm saying, where's the barometer for these rookies with the player development? It wasn't like Ed Sumner was the super duper special player, but you know what he did? He took the pressure off. You couldn't double Cam Thomas. And I'm saying that's the strength that we need to focus on, whether it be the rookies or if you put us in the situation, you put the Nets in the situation where you can't double Cam Thomas with AJ Demboncha or Cam Boozer. That's the whole point of everything. That's the whole point, and that's what Ed Sumner was doing next to him. That's why he jumped down and said something to you like, "Nah, I can't let them talk no shit about Cam Thomas." He felt that shit in his net fan soul. Ed Sumner pulling up saying what he said. That's real shit. Yeah, it don't get more real than that. The big media ain't going back Cam Thomas. You see what it is with the Nets media. You see what it is with the fans. A real player that was his teammate backing him. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit. So yeah, Cam Thomas and MPJ, they gotta run more sets though, bro. They gotta run more sets. They he said, hold on. He said, Range Rover said, Breezy, wow, and MPJ is moving 24/7 on the court. Don't involve MPJ and can't critique. No. I'm talking about this offensive sets. They gotta run offensive sets together. They don't. It's not about his critique. Like Cam Thomas not running the offense the way he not listening to the coach. If he draw the play up, you trying to tell me Jordy Fernandez ain't the one that's supposed to be drawing the play up with MPJ and Cam Thomas for a pick and pop? Why Cam Thomas and MPJ pick and pop don't work? That work. I'll run that. I ain't see that yet. And I don't be, you know what I'm saying? Getting a chance to watch all the games straight through. I'll be working. You know what I mean? Might take a peek at some shit, but nah, man. Run that pick and pop. Run that. I need to see that. They need
Hey,
to introduce that in the
that
offense. If they're not running that set, we not gonna be able to beat
what
these teams.
what I'm thinking, what's crazy to me is, and just from my little bit of watching the team, Jordy has had more experience watching the team with me because he's with them every day. But I'm just saying, based on what I've seen, is
Hold on, Jay. Let me Jay, excuse me. I mean GIHF underscore Carter became a member of the page. I want to say thank you. And now, I mean, I'm about to add it to the, you know what I'm saying, the members that have, as of recent, been joining the page. So I wanted to appreciate all of y'all. I just wanted to take the time out to say that. But I'm listening, Jake. Go ahead.
I don't know why Daddy Wolf not playing because in the preseason, the last couple games, Danny Wolf has showed that he could. Was well to me, he was showing that he had the potential to be a good playmaker on this team, and I feel like throughout some of these games, I've been seeing that we need a playmaker on this team. So I think Danny Wolf should be getting some of the minutes, and maybe even more than uh, Ben Saraf and Yegor. At least Ben Seraph and Nolan. Maybe Yegor should get his minutes, but Danny Wolf probably should get the second most minutes out of them.
How you feel about Dayron Sharp though and him getting minutes? Because I don't think his minutes should be cut at all.
Yeah, I didn't even mention him. So what made you mention him just because I said Danny Wolf? Like I said, I
Yeah,
feel
no,
like
no. What I'm
I feel
saying
like
is,
I feel
I'm
like
just
hold
talking
up,
about.
look,
I'm
just
not.
look.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it to debate with you. I'm saying it like it can work. Like last night, we was talking about. I don't know if you heard that part of the podcast. Like, if two rookies could be out there at the same time, what two rookies do you want to see them out there with? Everybody said, Drake Powell and Danny Wolf, right? So I'm adding to what you're saying. But so
Well,
I'm saying in that lineup would be Dayron Sharp, Danny Wolf, Drake Powell. I would have Drake
well,
Powell at two.
you know I'm a radical guy, and I be saying unpopular opinions. Shout to unpop, but when I say have Danny Wolf out there, I'm not like we keep saying. That's just thinking about positionless basketball. They're not even really thinking about what position. So I'm just thinking about five guys on the floor. And when Danny Wolf be out there, to me, he be performing mostly guard duties. So you they had Danny Wolf doing the same shit that they want Yegor to do. So instead of having a 6'8" point guard, have a 6'11" point guard.
Mm-hmm.
At certain points in the game. I'm not saying start him. I'm just saying at certain points in the game, have him doing what you have him doing in the preseason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Because
you
he
know, I
knows how,
think
at least he know how to
like
get paint
the
touches
fifth
better
game,
than Yegor.
we not asking for a lot. Yeah, like we not asking
Because
for
you
a
could,
lot going into
that's
the
a
fifth
fact. What
game.
I just said, he knows how to get paint touches way better than Yegor, so he can go to the
Right.
paint and spray the ball out way better than Yegor. I've seen it.
Not not only that, under the basket and around the basket, he knows how to pass the ball. And what I'm saying is, I seen him pass the ball to Timmy in the preseason. Like he was like under the basket and he passed it to Timmy, and that was a good fucking pass. And Timmy scored the ball because of the way Wolf passed the ball. Joy jumped out and said that he a special type of player, like Jokic. Oh, word? Oh, so you what's going on? Like, why you not playing him then? Like, if you feel like he a special kind of player like Jokic, and we seen glimpses of what he could do, like, you know what I'm saying? You could build on their confidence. You gotta believe in them. If you say in them like, nah, I want to make sure, I know the right moment ain't the right time right now. Don't worry about it. Don't ask me to go in the game because I'll let you know. No, you gotta be like, yo, you know what? You look ready. Put them in the game. Soon as they look at you like they want to get in the game, put them in the game. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I just feel like Wolf is somebody that could, if you give him the same minutes you give Sarab or Yegor, he gonna get you 3 rebounds, 6 points, 4 assists. You know what I'm saying? He got like one of those games like that to me. You know what I mean? Like he makes an impact. It ain't like it's like he makes an impact on the game. But I just need him to be a little. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to do with him on defense. Like I damn sure don't want to put him on a wing. That's for sure. You know, is he weak side help? No, no, no. You gotta have a good perimeter defense if you're gonna put Wolf out there. You know how they say, oh, you gotta hire Cape Time. You gotta hire
Bro,
Danny Wolf. You don't want them
I,
attacking Danny Wolf, man.
our perimeter defense is trash.
Yeah, yeah, I know, man. But we can't have Wolf being attacked by because the perimeter defense is bad. That's why I want Drake Powell out there.
Our perimeter defense is ass. We are
Yeah,
giving.
yo, ask him when he was here, his defense was good. He was a POA defender and all that. Man, where is Ed Sumner? I can't believe he didn't stay in the league after how
China.
he played with the Brooklyn Nets, bro.
China.
All right, so hold on.
So you on my page right now?
Yeah.
All right, keep going. It was a video just of MPJ and Cam Thomas,
All right. Okay, look,
and I
Cam
had
Thomas jumped for the rebound. He the one who stopped the offensive rebound. They pushed the ball back up. Terrence Mann looking for Cam Thomas, passes to Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas got Nolan Traore out the way, goes at KD, up his chest, and one. Excuse me. And I said that to say that, yeah, that was a good play. All right, hold on. Wait.
Yo, Cam is getting beat up out there, bro. They
Mm-hmm.
are. He got. They gotta respect his call, bro, because he's getting beat up out there, and it's not fair.
Mm. Oh, I seen this too. Yeah, I spoke on this. I said, Melo, Amari don't feel the same way about you, the way you feel about him. Because the way the way you talk about how you it was so nostalgic and happy of Amari to be here. He talking about when y'all actually played together, and he talking about how you demanded so much attention, like yo, he feeling some type of way. Feeling some type of way. Oh man, Stephon Marbury on Cam Thomas. The guy can flat out score. I think he's one of those dudes that should be making big money. I don't think that he should be making the amount of money that he's making. Pure Scoop B. Jay, talk to us, man. What you think about Stephon Marbury saying that, bro?
Yo, it's just I feel like all of the players are coming out saying that he's not getting paid appropriately. You know what I mean? The only person that think otherwise is Sean Marks and John.
Mm. Why you say John? Why you throw John in the mix like that?
Why you think? Like we be up here. He's the only one that was saying that Cam Thomas should have just took his 12 million and shut up or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. Yo, at the end of the day, in these first few games, in all fairness, Cam Thomas showed me he's worth 20 million, not 6 million. He's
Yo,
worth 20
I
million,
said
not that
that.
little $2 million. I mean, $12 million deal they tried to give him. That was a bullshit ass deal. They just tried to make him tradable to go anywhere. But the truth is that Cam Thomas fell in love with Brooklyn. Yo, trust me, the fans, he know fans love him in the Brooklyn. He got drafted here. He got love here. He know what's going on with the front office, and they trying to make it seem like they just could get new players and overshadow Cam Thomas. It's not true. If the new draft class came in here and they was just super duper nice, we would be looking like, yeah, we right, yeah, y'all was wrong for trying to hold on to Cam Thomas. Y'all just this and that with Cam Thomas, right? But the truth is, we right. Y'all wanted to make a big deal about this draft and say, oh, Cam Thomas not part of the future. He should be part of the future. And the fact that y'all think it's cool for him not to be part of the future, because what we've seen thus far, y'all making it seem like whoever we draft next season going to be enough. It ain't true. I don't care if we get Cam Boozer or AJ DeBoncha. They ain't enough. You put them next to Cam Thomas, we got enough. We got two shot creators, and you cannot win an NBA championship without two shot creators. I'm sorry to bust y'all bubble. Sorry. I'm really not sorry. Yo, man, it is what it is. Y'all act like y'all can replace a scorer like Cam Thomas with who? Coming off the bench for who? For who? Nah, man. Nah, man. All I can say is, I seen some real shit. You know what I'm saying? I seen some real shit about Cam Thomas in the trade mix, and I ain't gonna lie, I even believe it. But will I tell y'all? Hell no. But just know, with that trade, even though it sounds good, seeing what he is without just a transaction on paper. Because remember, we had KD, Kyrie, Harden on paper, but they played less than 50 games together, right? That's a fact. Cam Thomas out there after stitches, bleeding. Is that a stat? Does that show up in the box score? He don't want to sit down. Before he gets stitched up, he knocking free throws down. He got in his jersey, give the Brooklyn Nets blood, sweat, and tears, and y'all want to act like somebody else should be the leader of this team? I will forever cook y'all. I will forever cook y'all for that shit. Because y'all just talking nice sounding soliloquies. But y'all ain't talking like no passionate fan. Y'all don't care about the Brooklyn Nets winning. Y'all care about talking about the Brooklyn Nets more than the Brooklyn Nets winning.
Yo, Money Mike, he said Breezy gonna die on that Cam Thomas hill. Nah, Breezy gonna live on that Cam Thomas hill. Because Cam Thomas is gonna show and prove what he means to this team. And I don't know if the team is gonna acknowledge it. That's the thing we gotta see, because can't lose him for nothing.
Hold on. Let's call it what it is, Money Mike. Since you're gonna put my name in the mix with the laughing my ass off, let's see what's funny about you naming a championship in the comments with your next comment when they only had one shot creator.
Ain't shit funny.
Ain't shit funny. I don't want to see no LMAOs, no laughing emojis. I don't want to see no LOLs. I don't want to see rolling on the fucking floor. I don't
Yeah,
want to
just
see
straight face
none of
emoji.
that shit.
Straight
Ain't
face
shit
emojis,
funny.
because ain't shit funny.
Ain't shit funny.
Gotta put them straight face emojis in the chat, man.
Facts.
All right, but hold
I don't
scroll.
know what y'all
I'm trying
think.
to see when I posted this video because I tagged everybody in it. Because scroll down a little bit more.
I got you.
Oh, that was live from the bridge.
Talk. Yeah, just talk to us quick about that.
That was live from the bridge. That was fire, man. The view from the bridge is fire, and I think you don't get to see it as good on camera, bro.
It was like Ariel right there. You know what I'm saying?
But if you just up there watching it, that's a fire view to watch the game. It look like you, I don't know, it look like one of them 2K views you could put on. That shit
That's
is
tough.
fire.
Yeah, nah, that's tough. I ain't gonna hold you. We gonna keep it going. Gonna keep it going. Different vibes. Subscribe. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely. Is that it right? No, that's stir the pot. Damn, I think you went down too far.
Oh, hold on.
Because if it's that, it shouldn't be that far back.
We passed this. We did these. We watched this.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that far back though. I don't think.
Okay. What is it again?
It's a video of MPJ and Cam Thomas hooping.
Okay.
And that was from the top right there.
Yeah.
Damn, it shouldn't be that far back. So it was a repost, and I reposted it to everybody. Like it
Okay.
was
Probably in my notifications and all that.
probably.
Uh, Shorty Fernandez. Tight. He got me tight, man.
If not, I could just go find the video and then send it, repost it again.
All right. All right. Yeah, it's probably best you do that. I can't.
All right, all right.
But yeah, man. Shout out to Nets fans. We the best fans. Shout out to, you know, all the members on the page. That's Maria Signal Mall, Jellio, Marcus, Nets DNA, Beeman Boy 81, Joey BK, Cooney Jean Philippe, GIHF_Carter. Shout out to the members of the page, man. I appreciate y'all. Word. Let me see. All right, so the chat. What up, chat? What's good with y'all? What's good with y'all, chat? I say y'all getting into it. Y'all getting into it with each other, man. Shout out to all y'all P Hood, Range Road. Shout out to all y'all W chat. Shout out to Beaming Boy. Um, it's more
I just
members
posted
on
it.
the page when you gifted it. I'm trying to figure out who it was. Word. What you
I just
say, Jay?
posted it. I just posted again. Check it now.
All
But this video had me cracking up. But this is kind of what I expected.
right. There we go. All right, so this the video.
Hell no. How the hell it go to that video?
I'm sure again. This one. Who the fuck? Kanye and Ludacris. Yeah.
Shit, I put it in the chat. I don't know if you could get it from the chat, but I put it in the private chat just now.
Oh, private chat. Yeah, I think it worked from there.
Because what the hell? I don't know why the Knicks video would come up. I would never post that.
I will. No, of course not. Yeah, no, I'm puzzled. I don't know what's happening. I'm sure. Why does it just go to some random video? This is definitely not a video. But
Yeah,
basically, but just tell us what it. Just tell us what it say. Tell us.
it's basically it was saying that it was saying Brooklyn Nets are the funniest team in the NBA because Cam Thomas and MPJ are just out there high level shooting, just hitting some of the toughest shots you ever gonna see, and nobody is there to stop them and say don't shoot it, because if you tell them don't shoot it, who the fuck else gonna shoot it? Like, and it just had highlights of some of the shots that they have made so far. Like, they are high difficulty shots, and like, yeah, it was people open, but they just, bro, you got. That's why I wanted you to see the video, but
Yeah, I try to find it, but yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I just feel like they don't run those sets, bro. They don't do shit
like
together. It's like it's my turn, it's your turn. Like, damn, bro, that's not
Instagram.
how you run the offense. That's not how it's supposed to go. You know?
If you go to Instagram and just type in Cam Thomas and MPJ, it's the first video that come up. It's 1 million views on that shit because
Okay.
this shit
I
is
think I seen it too. I think I did see it. Hold on, let me
like
check.
them niggas is hitting high difficulty shots. Like,
Right.
not saying you want to always take high difficulty shots, but they are both tough shot makers. And if we figure out a way to get them easier shots or get the other people that they pass the ball to make a shot, we be cooking.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been going at it. ELP is petty, yo. He be in the group chat still talking about the 40-point game with Petrovic. I said Petrovic had a 44-point game. I'll get to that later on the certified.
Yeah, the link in the chat goes straight to it. They ain't letting you put it from the chat.
Um,
Cause I just
no,
pressed the link in the chat, it went straight to the video.
no, I found it. So hold on.
Yo, the black hole meme is funny as hell. Whoever did that.
Yeah. He trying to say that's what happens to the ball when he go to
Right.
MPJ.
That's funny as hell. Whoever did that is a comedian.
Let me put the sound on.
Jr. just be out there hooping like it's LA Fitness. Cam Thomas
Yeah.
had 40 points, 0 assists, and a loss versus the Spurs on all tough buckets, and I love it. Pay attention to this play right here. MPJ is doing everything he can do to get a shot up. He doesn't care what happens. Funniest part is that Cam Thomas had 9 assists the other day, but 5 of those assists were to MPJ. I don't know who decided for these to be their 2 best players on a team, but that's the funniest idea of all time. MPJ not in Denver anymore. He's shooting whatever he wants, bro. There's 3 people open. It doesn't matter. Contested mid-range. Meanwhile, Cam Thomas over here taking double team and 1 mid-ranges. I love it, bro. Beautiful, ethical basketball. They're not even just out there foul baiting. No, bro. They're just trying to get the toughest buckets imaginable. Now, Cam Thomas will literally not pass unless it's the very last option he has. Like right here, he's still reviewing it. Doesn't matter. Come on, tough bucket instead. They got the best job in all of basketball. No expectations of
Yeah. Yeah.
living in Brooklyn, New York, got the green light to shoot whatever they want. It must be amazing. I love it, man. I love it. Most NBA teams are playing with an objective, but
But
Cam Thomas,
Yeah, yo, I'm not gonna lie, this is a good video, man.
that shit had me crying when I watched it because it's sad but true, bro.
Yeah, but that I didn't know that out of those 9 assists that 5 of them went to MPJ. That's funny. But yeah, all right, so I gotta change the title. But nah, give me more of that, man. I did that shit one time. Don't. You know what I mean? I'm just, seeing that y'all did it one time, and then
No, but do you see the shots these niggas is making?
It is tough shots.
Did you see the shots that MPJ was making last night? Like he hit some tough threes, bro.
Yeah, he a bucket, bro. He a
The
bucket.
other the other day when Cam Thomas hit the and 1 3, tough. Like, bro, these is maybe it's two of the toughest shot makers in the league, bro.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like I think that when it come down to them having a structured offense, if they really start being serious about winning, bro, if he really wasn't taken, they might be tough to give up, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
They
Cam
just gotta
Thomas,
have a good game together. They both be having good games separately.
right, right. They don't really be, you know what I mean? And I want them to be more cohesive, you know what I'm saying? But in the lineup with Cam Thomas and MPJ, you do want defenders. You know, I think that's why they got Ben Saraff out there too. But we be giving up a lot of points in the first quarter.
Cause we
I
be
don't know what's
confused
going
on
on with the
defense.
defense,
You
man. It should
you
be
ain't
looking
see Jordy Fernandez call back-to-back timeouts last night? Like
guys.
they called the timeout, they set the play, came back, did some bullshit, and then got scored on immediately on the other end. Jordy Fernandez was tight. He called another timeout immediately. Like, I just told y'all, nigga. I just told you. That shit had me crying. I'm like, he was upset. Whatever he said, they did not do that shit.
Yeah. And I think he should be. I like the energy. I like the not passiveness. But bench them. You don't just say do all that shit. Set them on the bench. Like, yo, sit down, man. I mean, I'm taking minutes away. I'm putting Drake Powell in the game. Like, play them. You know, I don't want to say take minutes away from Tyrese Martin because he was hooping, but you know, at the end of the day, you could have took minutes from Terrence Mann. you could have took minutes from other players, dog.
Yo, man.
I'm
I ain't
gonna,
gonna I
huh?
ain't gonna lie. I just know we gotta get a win soon, man. A win gotta come. But they
Yeah,
gotta work for the win. They gotta dig deep. I thought it was gonna be last night though, seriously.
I ain't
And
think
and why not?
because I thought that if 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 we gonna win, you got to start Diego. Like I see what it is. Like if with the first quarter means to the Brooklyn Nets, and I ain't gonna hold you, bro. As a
Bro, I
fan,
turned on the game. We was up 12-0, bro. And it went all downhill from there.
oh yeah. So nah, I didn't see. That's what I'm saying. I didn't see that. I seen
Bro,
that stat. Matter of fact, it said the other day we was up 15-0. That's what it was.
well,
12. You said 12, but you seen it
yeah,
12.
yeah.
You must have hit a three after that.
I turned on the game. I'm like, oh shit, we up 12-0. All right, hell yeah. And then it went all downhill.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the game, we still was keeping it close, and we could have won.
What
We
up,
just
John? What up, Ice?
somebody got to
Hey,
really learn
boys.
how to. It's attention to detail that we missing, and the reason why we don't got the attention to detail because we don't got the chemistry and the cohesiveness. Know what I mean? And this team just isn't gelling because it's a radical idea what they want to do, man. Because like I said, they got two black hole scorers, and then they got a bunch of dudes that they think is playmakers that's deficient in other areas, and then like it's just gonna be a longer process than Jordy would hope it is. But like you said, like I said, if he plays smart basketball and adjusts, he could it could work out. But it's just a a, a weird strategy.
Okay. Okay. Yo, shout out to This Is JTV. He do a show called Different Show. Come on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. It's fire. I mean, y'all should check it out.
Right.
We gonna go to John the one. He changed his name. What up, John? John, what's the word, man? The
No,
one. What you mean, John the one? Talk to us. What you motherfucking Neo out this motherfucker? Like, what you trying to say, man?
after laying the smackdown on Jordy last night, I am. no, no, but I was appreciated you shouting that out there yesterday, man. Listen, at the end of the day, to like what Jay said, like we're in a black hole, I guess you can say. I mean, we're at the deep end right now. I mean, we really don't have a team whatsoever. Like there's such an imbalance from top to bottom. You take Cam and MPJ off this team, I don't think we could score 50 points as a team, if I'm being honest. So it's tough. And I know some people had expectations that Cam and MPJ, if they did somehow build a chemistry, maybe they're a top 10 duo, but I don't even know if they're a top 20 duo because they don't seem to be locked in as far as balance goes. I think it was you or Jay said, one guy shoots the ball, the other guy shoots the ball. They keep trying to take shots. They're not really passing much to each other. It's more of like you score, I score. That's not how you build any sort of balance. That's just trying to boost up your stats and boost up your value. With Cam Thomas, you understand the situation he's in. He's looking to score. He's looking to build up for his future. MPJ, we know he's considering semi-retirement. We don't know if he'll be in the NBA after his contract's up next year. So there's a lot of unknowns. But I think we all hit the nail on the head yesterday saying that Jordy needs to embrace the deep end that we're in right now. Like, you got to embrace your rookies. Like, you're going to say Tyrese Martin deserves to play over all these rookies because of what he did this past summer? No, you got to give these young guys an opportunity to prove to you right now why they're the future of this team, or else we're just going to keep putting up L's, even more so now, and we're not really building anything. So I really feel like that Jordy doesn't understand, the position we're in because he just wants to win. But you're not winning with the Tyrese Martins, with the Terrence Manns and whatnot. You got to embrace the young guys. So I just feel like we're gonna still be in this black hole unless Jordy embraces the youth movement, or else what are we building here?
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you guys.
Yo, the team. See, again, I be trying to say this in a way that everybody can understand. We have the first youngest team in the league. Embracing is already embraced if you already have the youngest team in the league. Just because everyone is not playing doesn't mean that they should be playing like immediately, right? It don't mean they should be playing immediately. And on Cam and MPJ, what I say is I think I want to say I told Jay on TikTok that I think is the point guard play is not really them two that needs to figure it out. Is more the point guard play that balances who gets the ball. And some of that goes into coaching, but the point guard usually knows, all right, MPJ didn't have this shot this time. Cam needs a shot this time. And you know what I'm saying? And they facilitate to their teammates. So the point guard is supposed to do that. We don't have a point guard that does that, because if you think about when we had Schroeder and Cam was balanced, and then Cam Johnson. So it was all balanced between them three. Right now, it's just off balance because of the point guard play. So, like I said, development is there. And when you look at it and it don't look right, you think it's something different. It's developing. It seems like Jay said, we don't have no camaraderie. They ain't been together that long. You shouldn't expect nothing from this team to be like superb at the moment. Everything is going to be messed up. It's going to look funky at times. And I said, people going to complain. Fans going to complain. But you got to understand, if you have the youngest team and you got new players, this is development. Jordy is trying to figure this out himself while we watching him try to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but that's just my thing, though. I understand what you're saying, and I could agree to it to a small degree. But like, Jordy got humbled yesterday. Him freaking out on the guys, throwing the pamphlet, whatever you want to call it. It's because he thinks in his mind when he signed with this team, I'm going to turn anybody into a solid rotation piece, and everything's going to work somehow. But this is what I said to all you guys a few months ago. When Jordy drafts 5 rookies, we're going to find out what type of coach he is. Is he going to embrace youth movement? Is he going to embrace the vets? Is he going to embrace pride before the storm? And it seems like he still is doing that because he wants to build his own reputation up. I understand that. I think he is trying to build a system. I think the guys are trying to understand it. But if you just let the rookies stay on the bench, watch these vets who, let's be honest, most of these vets aren't going to be here in 2 to 3 years. You're taking away the opportunity for these young guys. Even if they're in losing minutes, it's minutes for them to get acclimated with playing in the NBA. And I understand, Ice, that G League is coming soon. They'll get that time, that burn. But right now in the pros, there are opportunities right here, the last 2 games at least, where these guys could have got 5 to 10 minutes. I'm not saying 15 to 20 minutes because these vets got to boost up somewhere their value, which the values aren't that good right now. But you can find 5 to 10 minutes for these young guys just to pass the ball, get a shot up, see what it's like. and you're just having him watch the bench because a guy like Tyrese Martin, who I give it to you, I think he could be a decent vet on this team, but to say that this guy had a great summer and that's why he should get more minutes than the whole Flatbush Five, this is Jordy's pride getting in the way of his ego. Like, you just got to keep that in check.
I think
Jordy,
that's just
I
being
get
a
you
good
want to
coach.
win, but you got to win long term with investing in your young guys because we're in the deep end right now. We're in the shitter. And what can you do when you're at the lowest of lows? You got to embrace the guys that you, Joe Tsai, and Sean Marks drafted to potentially be the future of this team. But you just have them watching. What are we building here? And I get it's early, Ice, but from what I'm seeing, I see a coach that has been humbled by the fact that his system isn't getting results because the vets on his team are thinking about their futures as opposed to the future of this team. So Jordy just needs to embrace the young guys and give them minutes when he can because this is not building anything. This is
Can I ask
just
you something though?
hitting a
Can I
wall
ask you
right
something?
now.
What's the oldest player on the Nets team?
I think it's MPJ or Terrence Mann.
All right. After that, the ages go down. So this team is already young. I agree with everything I said. If you have a coach out there, you still want to put up points and not get blown out. You go out there and throw up 5 rookies every game, it's gonna look horrible. Yes, you want them to get every chance of playing time that they could, but you still got players that earned that spot on the team. No matter what a person says, you gotta earn your minutes in the NBA. It ain't just gonna get handed to you because you're a rookie and we want to change our trajectory of the age group. No, I don't understand how. Even if you got them rookies, Jody ain't out there running no plays for nobody. It just looked like go out there and play high school basketball. That's what I see. MPJ and Cam Thomas just shooting up any shot, no screens, no picks and pops, no plays ran for anybody else. And then we got 2 point guards that can't actually score a fucking basket in the paint. Like, nah, man. I'd rather see and you got to remember too, MPJ and Cam Thomas wants to win. It's not always about a contract. These players want to win. So
you know what's interesting you said there, Dave? You know what's interesting you said, Dave? You said nothing's given, has to be earned. But look at what he's playing over these young guys. I mean, Jalen Wilson played 20 minutes yesterday. He only gave you 6 points. Let's remember this too. It was him, Kobe Buffkin, and Tyrese Martin battling for that last roster spot. They decided to waive Kobe Buffkin. But they said Jalen Wilson got on this team not because his skill set vastly improved from what you've seen. What can he do? He shoots threes. Can he play make well? No. Can he defend at a high clip? No. Can he rebound at a high clip? No. Has he dunked in 3 years? No. But he got on this roster because of good character. And that's what he gave you yesterday. He gave you 3-point shots and good character. But that's not development. But that's not development. He's playing more minutes than the whole Flatbush Five. And that to me is what the egregious part is here. Like what Jordy wants to stick with, because these guys were here before the young guys, that's not earning anything. We've seen in 5 games, the vets that Jordy's sticking with aren't giving him any type of positive results offensively. And here's the kicker. It's the defense. Let's forget the offense. This year's not offense. What is Jordy known for? Defensive system. None of these vets that he's given the trust to are defensively doing anything. Noah Clowney. That's the guy that we're all looking at. We had high expectations for this guy. But in 5 games, what is he giving you? A 2-4-2 stat. He got the ball yesterday.
He's a young player. He's not a vet, though.
He's 234 pounds. This is supposed to be his development year.
He's not a vet,
yesterday, he dribbles in the interior.
He has yet to have a full season, bro. Are you listening to yourself?
Damon, yesterday he dribbles in the interior. Dyson Daniels, a top-notch defender, doesn't even do it one of his best defensive plays. He just grabs the ball at no condescension. You're 234 pounds. You let it do like it. Just grab it out of your hands. Where is the development?
Let me ask you this question. Why is Jago allowed to go out there and shoot every shot for the 3 and not have a fucking single 2-point in the whole season already in the last 4 games?
I think he had a field goal last night.
And then he has horrible defense. I don't hear nobody complaining about,
he has to get physically stronger. Well. We've talked about this on past on Breezy shows and other shows. He has to get physically strong. That's going to take time. You can't just put muscle on somebody's body. Him and a lot of these prospects we drafted have to get stronger. He has a bad dribble game. We all know this. He is taking a lot of threes. Some of his threes have fallen. Yesterday was his first real game where the threes weren't falling. I agree with you 100%. He has to get more consistent, but he's only going to get consistent in the interior once he gets stronger and adds at least 10 to 15 more pounds of muscle. He's not blown by anybody. That comes with time and patience. But if Jordy's not to allow the guys to work through that and show what they can try to do right now, as opposed to waiting
Bro,
for them to
I'm
eventually do
watching
something
rookies
that's
right
not
now. I'm
development.
watching rookies on other team right now getting by multiple defenders, banging on niggas. I don't understand that.
Dylan Harper,
He's a
I know
top
who you're
10
talking about. You're
pick.
talking about Dylan
He's a
Harper.
top 10 pick, and you telling me he can't even, when they set a pick for him, he can't even get to the paint.
They reached on Yegor Diome. We all knew that he was probably going to get
No, they
drafted around
reached
13
on
to
all
18.
5 of these players, bro. They
Not,
reached.
they
and you
didn't reach
tell me,
on Nolan. Nolan was around the 19 threshold, and Powell, he was a slight reach, but he's probably the best athletic player we got. The Seraph one was, that guy could have been a second round pick if we give 100
I
Damon.
think
But
Jody
everyone
doing
else,
a
I
good
think, was all
job.
right.
I think he's doing a good job of what he got, and we got like Clax still horrible. That's a big part of defense too. Like,
Yep.
I don't know, man.
And he had his best game yesterday. I have to acknowledge too about Claxton. He had his best game yesterday, but when you run the offense through Claxton, you're going to lose a lot. But the things with Claxton is he has these spurts where he can control the game a little bit, but then he dies away for like 2 quarters. And at the end, you saw yesterday when he gave
what they was doing. The Nets
when
built this
Cam gave
roster
Claxton
to
the ball yesterday, Dave, and you saw Claxton, man, he has not developed
No, he
any of
was
his
all over the
offense.
place. I'm not saying that, but the way the roster constructed is built to lose this year. Like, you just got to sit back and take the losses until next year they get the player that they want. They're gonna get vets in, because it's no way they're gonna go into next year with 5 rookies starting off. Nah, I don't see that happening. I just think this roster was built for them to get their pick, and then you can look forward to the future.
Yeah, but the thing is, the 5 guys you draft are supposed to be the future, and I get this too. They want to showcase the vets right now to build up their value. But damn, if we're being honest, all the vets we have that are tradable right now, their values are in the crapper right now. Like, I don't think you get more than maybe 1 first for one of these vets on your team, because some of these guys, are on very short contracts. Some of them are on huge contracts. Some are on middle tier contracts. But the way they're playing right now, by putting the vets over the young guys, their values aren't getting better. They're actually getting worse. So if you're going to let the young guys be on the bench till maybe the mid-end halfway of the season, I think that's a gamble, because if you don't trade a lot of these vets at the deadline, then you're just wasting these young guys' growth and development. That's
But
what
you
I'm
know
trying to get
what?
at here.
As we know, Marks, none of these vets gonna be gone. We traded our vets. These all young players.
But that's and that's it to my point.
Like, you gotta really read the room, bro. Like,
that's what I was saying yesterday. That you may move a few guys. You may move. Tyrese might get moved. Terrence Mann may get moved. But like John, what you're talking about is when the contracts are gone, these dudes have multiple times to run. They still, like I said, they just because they're not playing in the NBA or they're not getting time, they can run in the G and
word. I would love to see Drake Powell. I would love to see Danny Wolf. All the other ones, I ain't gonna lie.
That's what we're playing now, then.
I think all the other ones is better than our top picks. I'll take Danny Wolf and Drake Powell over Ben Seraph and all them other niggas. They trash to me.
No, if anything, like the Jalen Wilsons, and no disrespect to Tyrese Martins, but putting them over the young guys, that's even more ridiculous. Like, you should find 5 to 10 minutes. I'm not saying to 15 to 20 round, but 5 to 10 minutes for young guys. Let them just get acclimated. Have them watch the bench and be like, you have to earn this role, like what Jordy's trying to say. I think Jordy just needs to check the ego.
Yes.
Jordy's got to check the ego a little bit here.
There's no ego.
Yes, there is, Ice. We saw it yesterday. This guy had a freak out. He's got tears in his eyes. Come on.
Bro, all coaches want to win, bro. That's what you're not getting.
That's what I'm saying. The passion. Hold on. The passion from him. You talking about he acting out, but he like so Reed said, he's trying to win and he trying to get the team to play a certain way. And if they not getting it, he gonna get frustrated. But like I said, me and Jay talked about this on TikTok. If you giving somebody 5 minutes, that's not enough time to even get hot. You know what I'm saying? You barely gonna break a sweat in a league for 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's better for them, especially like Trey Young, to go down to the G and take control of the G League team. He's gonna be the guy. Any one of those dudes go down there, they're gonna be the guy. And when they get to control the team and see how things are really operating, then you come back up on this level. I'm like, okay, now let me figure this out. I done had some time to figure myself out. Let me go.
Be happy though. We losing. That's when I used to come up here next year. Last year, you used to be like, man, I don't know why we winning these games. Now we're not playing the rookies enough.
Because we have 5 prospects now that are potentially part of the future. You got to get the minutes. But here's the thing. I think people understand this from my point of view here. These young guys aren't going to impact us winning anything whatsoever, but they're going to get the time of development to get better at certain things. A lot of these guys are lacking confidence because Jordy's telling them, if you F up, I'm going to bench you. That's not a good way to get
I
you
don't think
guys
he's
to want to
saying
play
that,
your
bro.
game. Now, that's how he's looking from the
Because if
sidelines
you look at
with
it,
the
bro,
energy he's given.
in the beginning of the season, from the first game, it looked like Ben Saraf had the green light to do what he want, and then it's like, yo, you getting over the pick and roll, making it to the paint, but you're not making the layup. You're making the right reads, but you can't score. Like you need your point guard somewhat to do both, bro. And as a rookie going into the NBA, and you got to go up against I'm just throwing a name out there, a Jalen Brunson or Fox or anybody. These are players that's gonna play on somewhat on both ends. That's gonna make them plays at the basket. We drafted all our point guards. I have yet to see them like go out there and make multiple about 3-4 baskets under the rim. I don't know.
I've seen that too. I've seen that too because they're just not consistent enough with their shots. The guys we drafted, none of them are lockdown shooters. I mean, Damon, if you look at our draft class, none of the 5 guys we drafted are lockdown shooters. They can score in instances, but none of them are known for being a bucket scorer. That's the thing I think a lot of Brooklyn fans have to just, with expectations, dampen them a little bit there. That's going to take time.
Watching they overseas highlights, bro, they get into the basket, bro. I don't know what you talking about, bro.
Because EuroLeague is different from American League. EuroLeague is not as physical. It's all about run and gun.
But what I'm
America,
saying is
they stop you physically.
League, bro. That's a professional league. Then you're going to your summer league games where you got your experience of the game, and you in regular games and you can't get a layup. Send their ass to the G League. Yeah,
well, here's the thing, though, and this is the ISIS point. We sent Noah Klein to G League. We've given Noah Klein the bubble wrap. We've taken the bubble wrap off, and so far in 5 games this year, he has 0 shot blocks. Like, I understand Nolan going to G League is going to help him a lot with confidence, but you don't want these guys to have the mindset that the G League is where I'll get better at everything. Everything's going to magically come together. The best minutes you always get are the pros, whether you get chewed up or spit out or you grind it out. It makes you or breaks you. And I feel like for these rookies, they have to get the pro minutes. G League minutes are fine, but they're not the end all be all, though.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong, but how was they playing Noah Clowney last year? Basically, he was a 3-point shooter. He wasn't in the paint. They was making him at the top, leaving him at the top of the key. He was guarding small forwards last year, point guards. They was using him. He wasn't our center, bro.
The fact that he's shown almost 0 physicality in 5 games is alarming. He came in 234 pounds. We thought defensively this guy would take leaps, but what Dylan Harper did the other day, he faked him out to where Clowney overjumped and he just laid the ball in the hoop. A rookie cooking your ass in year 3. That is where this development thing is really starting to go haywire. If we're talking just about development now. Because Clowney should be a lot better than that.
I just look at it. He has yet to have a full season, bro. So I still look at him like as not a rookie, but he's still learning the game, bro.
Now, I want him to do well, Damon. I had an expectation for Clowney. What I'm seeing so far, it's like, dude, you're 234 pounds. You look like popcorn muscles out there. You're showing no physicality, especially in the interior. And it's like, this is the things we're looking for from you this year. And so far, he's been super timid. Which is shocking to me because I thought he wouldn't feel the pressure that he's feeling. But now it's just like Dyson Daniels literally just took the ball from yesterday. It wasn't even a great defensive play. He just took it out of his hands. I'm like, Clowney, you are letting people just run over you, my guy. Like, we just got to see Clowney this weekend in this back-to-back. Just show me some physicality.
You got to remember, though, just because you went in the gym 6 months and lift them weights don't mean you're stronger than them other players out there. That should take time, bro.
No, that's a fair point. He's got the look. He just don't got the skill set right now.
Right? He looked like he got cut, but he still looked like that skinny dude that just came into the league, bro. Like this is a young team. I just say people need to get ready for the draft pick. Don't complain because this is what everybody wanted. Get ready for your draft pick, and then next year. Then you could complain about how horrible shit is and people ain't getting played enough. But I know this year, the starting lineup and the ways that Jordy is taking MPJ and Cam Thomas out at certain times, they could be on the bench for like 7 minutes without each other. These are it's all to make it look good. So we ain't gotta fall in them rabbit holes where you getting fined for losing.
Now, I will say this, though. We could have the crappiest game out there, and somehow we're only losing by 5 or 6 points. I think so far, if you're trying to set up the Nets being the one team that is tanking properly, it definitely is us. We're checking all those boxes. And the good thing is if you have the worst record, yeah, and the best is you guarantee the worst record. Your pick falls nowhere than 1 through 5. So if we roll that dice, our pick could be as high as 3 or as low as 5. And if we get Cam Boozer with 3 having the worst record, that is a huge victory for this season. But my only thing is you just got to find time for your young guys. Even if it's 5 or 10 minutes, I know Ice disagrees with that, but still, the best experience you can get is on the pros, whether that's in garbage time or middle time. Like, they just got to get acclimated. Jordan just has to trust them a little bit here. It's a give and take.
I agree with that.
It's a give and take. That's my only thing. Everything else we're in agreement on. But just that, it's glaring, and it's showing Jordy being humbled right now. This is a humbling moment for him because he thought he could actually pull off what other coaches can't pull off. But every coach has struggled on a taking team. That's the truth.
You know why he's struggling? Because of Clax. If your big man could put up some numbers too, you in a good position. We got one.
It's all our big man. Even Day'Ron Sharpe, who has statistically been way better than Claxton. Day'Ron is a foul baiter.
I seen Day'Ron try to do a spin move to a layup yesterday. I was like, what the fuck was that? Like,
yeah. No, listen, Day'Ron is a great rebounder, but even if the trade Claxton, Day'Ron is not a starter. Really, in the future, we got to get a center. It's definitely not Clowney, Day'Ron, or Claxton as our future starting big. We got to eventually address that. Because look at the bigs right now in the NBA, the Wembys, the Ryan Corkbrenners, the Jared Allens. Like, we're getting steamrolled by these bigs right now. Like, we don't have an actual big because Sean Marks believes in small ball. You need a small ball forward to play winning basketball. Since when? Like, he's got to get a center in a few years, or else no matter what superstar you draft next year, you need an actual big to be a real team.
But that's why you got Danny. Then we got to
see him play, Ice. Then we got to see him play if he's the future.
But hold on. But like it's so much that goes into that. If you got like Breezy and Greasy and everybody else say Claxton's getting paid and Day'Ron is your backup, and you got Danny right there as your third center. You got Zaire and you got Clowney. These dudes are ahead of those dudes. No matter if they got drafted, 5 rookies, it don't matter. Some guys are just ahead of some guys, and you gotta wait till your opportunity appears so you can get your chance to shine. And Danny did his thing in summer league. Danny did his thing in preseason. But like I said, if he goes down to the G and he works out and he figures it out just like Drew Timmy, you know what I'm saying? Or even better, and he comes back up and display. Because I already read an article that says depending on how Daniel plays, he could take Claxton's spot. He
think he will though.
He could take Clowney's spot, and he could take Day'Ron's spot depending on how he played. But they're in front right now, so Greasy saying he has to display something in practice. They watch these guys in practice.
Not even that. You don't want to put your players out there, right? And then you go on in the next year, and then these niggas get injured. Or next year is the year where you get your top pick, and if they decide to keep Cam or trade him for a good piece, you still got MPJ. You got your number 1 pick, and if you keep Cam, man, you got your 3. Now you start building up your vets, your body personnel, and all that. But this year is for the pick. This is where everybody complained about. I understand throw the rookies out there and get they burn and all that. Well, you could do that in the end of the year. Like, throw them out there last 10 games. Let them take. I'll put the whole 5 rookies in there.
I'd rather do it right after the trade deadline. Right after you trade these vets, then just put them. We did it last year with some young guys, and it was just atrocious.
What vets you think we gonna trade when they all young? That's what I.
If I'm looking at the vets right now, realistically, looking at values, even though Haywood won't be back till January, there's still contingencies that we'll give up a second-round pick for at this point. Haywood, I don't know about Terrence Mann, but it's really, I think, Claxton, Haywood, and unfortunately, it might be Cam Thomas just because they're looking to potentially move him. But MPJ, they're not going to move him. $40 million, nobody wants that. And then Terrence Mann, I don't think anyone wants $15 million for this contract.
They can't trade Cam. Cam, I think, got like
he needs approval. Yeah, they need approval from him, but we'll see what happens with that. That is still a touch and go situation.
Nah,
But
I think they got something under the table because the way they talking about Cam, about how they want him to lead the team, and he's being more vocal now. It's like, play for your contract. Let's see what you can do. But I'm letting you know now, I don't. Basically that's probably an up top call. Like, I don't want to win, so take Cam out at certain times of the game and let him cook in the fourth quarter to try to get him. Like, that's how it's looking to me. You put Cam in, they take him out at weird moments still right now. And then at the end of the game, it's like, Cam, try to go score 20, 30, 40 to get us back in the game. Like,
in ideal world, they should have re-signed Cam Thomas, because if you want him to be your second or third guy, you definitely, whoever you draft next year, they need a second or third guy. Like, if this organization and Cam actually were on the same page, there would be a way to move forward. It's just, I don't know if it's going to happen, though. That's
but
why
I
I just
think
try
they
to tell
got more
people,
money,
like,
though. I think they got more money this year than going into the summer last year. So,
yeah, but it's just they were struggling, man. Like, they didn't want to pay this guy $50 million, which shocking to me. I thought
no, they
18
didn't
to
want to
20
pay him
mil.
20.
I thought 18, 20 mil for 2 years would be the middle tier number, you know? But they didn't even get to that. That's what just worries me a little bit. Is like, is there any chance of repairing a relationship? I don't know right now. But Ice, I just want a question for you, man. What have you thought about Caleb Wilson so far? Like, I saw
He's a
some
beast.
highlight film, man. That guy looks way taller than a 6'9", 6'10" forward.
He's
That
a
guy looks
beast.
like he could do some damage.
He's a beast. He's like a undersized Blake Griffin. Like,
Wow.
You think he's undersized? I think I don't know. I don't quite know what he is yet, right? But I've been scouting him. I'm going to do another episode, but he's showing up and showing out. Defense, offense,
Right.
athleticism. But what I say about him scoring, it doesn't look like he's even trying to score. All everything he do looks effortless. It doesn't. It looks like
Right.
it all comes natural to
what
him.
surprised me is his 3-point shot, man. He's like, I didn't know he could shoot like that.
He looks way taller than what his actual height is. The guy was dunking on people like nobody's business. Like, I feel like he had a little Tatum in his game. Like, that guy could be legit two-way forward potential star, man. And he's going to be picked fifth, which would be shocking if we had the fifth pick. That's like
I
getting a
think he's
top
top
one
3.
pick
I think
at
he's
5.
top 3.
No,
Ooh.
he can't go in the top 3. He's got to be
Yeah,
somewhere with top 5, top 6.
top
You don't
4 if
think
he
Cam top
outbeats
3?
Amont.
Nah, because you got Cam, AJ, and Peterson. I don't think they're
Yeah.
gonna move. So it's
You don't
between
think
him.
so, bro?
Nah, him and Nate are meant. They might switch spots or something like that.
Who
4 and 5.
So Cam Boozy, you don't think you think he about 5 or 6? Damn, that's crazy,
Yeah, Caleb
bro.
Wilson.
He out there putting up damn near 20 and 20.
No, Caleb Wilson. Caleb Wilson from North
Oh, okay.
Carolina.
All right. Is that the kid from North Carolina or no? I don't know.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
he's a problem.
Cam Booz is definitely 3. I mean, 2 or 1, and depending on, I think he'll go 1 if he wins a championship with Duke.
If I look at who we need right now, Cam Boozer, man, checks every single box. I mean, Ice, we talked during the show about the physicality aspect. 24 and 23, ridiculous. Like, this guy, as soon as he gets a ball in his hands, you're not going to have a great chance to take the ball out of his hands. Like, if he goes in the interior, he's either scoring or getting to the free throw line. Like, this dude, man, they call Kawhi the Claw. This dude, man's the Crane. Like, sheesh. No, but I call him Cam the Bruiser Boozer, but I'm gonna call him the Crane, man. That's a new nickname.
The bruiser boozer.
Yeah, that's a good one, man. That's legit, man. Like, he's scary like that, bro.
Yeah,
He is.
he's putting up unreal numbers to be 6'9", but he is 235, but he's 6'9", bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
He
you
plays
know,
like he's 6'11".
yeah.
Guys are older.
I always say, like, Ben Simmons was only 240. This dude is coming out of high school at 235, bro. He's a truck. Yeah, he a Mack truck, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He's a grown man playing a kid's game right now. Like, even saw like some of his video of him in the locker room. Like, he's getting in people's faces saying, "This is how we got to play." And then you see him on the court. It's like, this dude is consistent. Like,
And
this
we
would
only
be a
got one
perfect
pick in the
guy
first
for
round, right? We only
Brooklyn.
got one pick this year in the first round. We definitely
Yeah, we got to make
bro.
it count, man.
This is 10th season, man.
If we get Cam Boozer, it works perfectly because our 4 position is a huge weakness. We get Cam Boozer, that front court eventually will be dangerous if you
And
have a guy like
he's
that.
a non-ego player. It's like
Exactly.
the ball comes to him. Like, it's gonna find him. Like, he don't need it. Like, so yeah,
Right.
that'd be a good. But I just like the Bonton a little bit more, but Cam Boozer is like the safest pick in the draft.
Yeah,
Not even the safest pick. He would be a great pick for us. Like I want AJ too, but
No,
realistically,
dude, I'm talking
having
about he's a great pick. I'm not saying that, but
yeah,
I'm talking about if these players are on your board and you like these two are taken and you looking at Boozer and there's another player with a bigger upside, it's like he can possibly be like your Tim Duncan of the draft. You never know. Like
yeah, no, that's very true. And the thing is, even if we have the worst record, getting AJ Bonson would be tough. But our pick falling to 3 to get Boozer, I think it's definitely realistic. Like some people worry that the worst pick now falls to 5 always. Not always the case. That pick could just fall to
listen,
3, which would be great
don't
for
count
us.
out the number 1 pick, bro. That's what I'm aiming for. Like
I know, man.
we haven't had it in years. Have we ever had a number 1 draft pick? Like
I don't think we've had number 1 since like 2000 or
like,
something,
yeah,
right,
I'm
Ice?
waiting for that, man. Like, yeah, I'm ready for them to lose every game. I ain't even gonna lie, bro.
This draft class is special. 1 through 5 is going to be ridiculous. Like, as long as we get 1 through 5, that is somebody we can turn into a potential franchise guy. But it's after that. That's my thing with this organization. Even if we get the franchise guy we want, can they actually build a roster around that guy? Like, you just feel like right now the organization, they just go through purgatory until the star comes to save their asses. Like, if you get that homegrown franchise guy, you got to build a good core around them. Like, we've never had a solid bench as a team in 10 years. Like, you need a great bench depth if you want to be a good team. It's not just getting the star. It's just going to free agency to get a superstar. What's your supporting cast going to be? That's
Right.
what we're still trying to figure out right now is who's going to be a part of a cast. Not who's the main guy right now, but who's going to be part of whatever this is. I don't even know if we have the answer to that right now.
Yeah, that's why I said next year, man. That's when they're gonna look forward to doing stuff like that. I think so next year. Like you got your so-called player like your Cade Cunningham and stuff like that. After Cade's first year, the following year, that's when they started going to get the vets, trying
Right.
to make their team better. So I'll say you get that rookie, and you already got some reliable like MPJ. If Clax is still here, you got some type of vets like supporting cast. So after that, see how it goes that first year. You know, I'm looking at it like 2-year process now. Like once you get your first draft pick, is on.
Right. And we also have 2027 free agency where I think the Nets would try to eventually go all in potentially because there's potential big few free agents out there potentially. Giannis, Joker, Mitchell. Like if we get the homegrown guy, give him at least 2 years. And if by 2027 we're all outperforming expectations, maybe it's time to make a bigger move at that point. I agree with you. Like we got to try to build something sustainable. Starts with getting a franchise guy, but the 5+5, they got to be integral part of that too. It can't just be one guy
Why we
carrying
got to
us.
do
So
that? Why we got to go get a big person though? The Pistons have yet to. That's what I'm looking at. Like the Pistons, Indiana still. They went and got Siaka, but they didn't go get like a big name because they
they got
already have.
Halliburton. They trade for Halliburton, my guy.
No, I
That's
know
a
that,
big
but
one.
they traded for Halliburton, but that who they traded him for Fox, right? Fox got
Yeah.
traded. So it was like
Yeah.
no, right? So who the fuck they traded
Oh,
Halliburton for?
Sabonis. They traded Sabonis
So
for
Sabonis,
Halliburton.
you get what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
traded Sabonis, they star for another star. It was like, but Holly is different. I ain't even gonna lie, man.
Nah, getting Pascal was a key for them. Like he really helped bring that together, and then Halliburton just
And,
took off.
and
But
and people talk about drawing plays. They don't draw up plays for what's his name, Siaka. There in the whole playoffs, they said they just let him do what he
right.
do. He
And
ISO
they
all
traded
day.
for Nimhard. Remember Nimhard from Boston? They took a flyer on that kid, and
Nemhard
look
came
what
from
he's
Boston. They
done.
didn't draft him.
I know, but they acquired good pieces though to build up their
I didn't
roster.
know.
That's what
Hold
we
on.
got
So
to do.
Indiana didn't draft Nemhard.
No, Aaron Neesmith
Yo,
from Boston.
I'm lost, man.
Oh,
Aaron
Neesmith. Oh,
Neesmith.
Neesmith. My bad, Neesmith.
Neesmith. All right. I was about to say, I know they
Yeah.
drafted Nemhard. Like,
Yeah, Neesmith. Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, what up, Sean Greasy? What up, Ice?
yo, it was good.
Yo, yeah. Yeah, now I had to make a maneuver now, I mean. Find that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I missed though, man.
Nah, we was just going,
Just
just
talking
kicking
about
up dust.
talking about the rookies, talking about a little bit about the draft, Caleb Wilson, Cam Boozer, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Playing time. You know.
I ain't gonna hold you. I need Danny on Sunday. That should be enough revamping for Danny Wolf, man. How it's gonna be a Wolf back if the Wolf ain't out there? You know what I'm saying? It's just a pack of the Wolf. You know what I
Word,
mean?
we was just saying that though. No.
We're playing it back to back this weekend. There should be no excuses why at least 3 of these rookies don't play in one of the 2 games. Like, come
Yo,
on.
do anybody know if Drake Powell got hurt in that second game? I think because
He
I don't.
He
I think.
tweaked
he
his
hurt his
ankle a little bit.
All
A
right.
little bit.
Or no, because I was looking for him out there because I think he might possibly be a breakout player. They just
He's the best athlete we drafted, and I know Jordy's pissed about the defensive effort. Throw him
he
in.
might be the best
You want some
defensive player.
defensive effort? Throw Powell in. What do you got to lose?
But they gotta be careful with him because this already twice he got hurt and it
Yeah,
ain't
his
been
ankle.
that long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they did. Brian Lewis said they did running tests with Powell, and he passed that. Like, he looked fine. So that was my thing. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
but it
he
was
got over
fast
that.
though. Like they threw him straight in the fire, and
Right,
that one little tweak could fuck your whole career up. So I'd rather
Yeah.
him to like sit back. But I want to see him out there. I want to see him dunk on somebody. I ain't gonna hold.
That would be awesome. We need a rookie highlight at least. We need some type of rookie highlight.
Yeah, him and Danny is the only ones that's gonna give you real highlights.
The best.
I think Saraf is not been Saraf. Yegor. I just think in the preseason, like he was cutting more. He was doing other things. It's just like now he's like at the top of the key and he's just waiting for the shot. Like I don't like that, man.
You have to wonder about the plantar injuries. That's slowing him down a bit. He's also a slow player, so it's like a combination of those things as well. And the physicality aspect. Once he gets 10 to 15 more pounds, he's probably going to run and gun more in the interior. But for right now, we just got to see what confidence he can build with that because it's tough. A lot of these other guys he's facing are in better condition than him. He has to eventually get in better conditioning, though, for sure.
Just get ready to lose, man. This is what we wanted.
Are you not entertained?
Right?
Like, you're not entertained.
Nah,
Yo, that's what I've been telling them. So Greasy, everybody get up here complaining about what they seeing, but this is exactly what they've been begging
This
for
what
since
everybody
last year. I should be the one complaining.
Right? I was just
I should be the one complaining. I'm the one who want to win. Y'all want to lose, so y'all should be ecstatic that we 0-5. Y'all should be up here celebrating.
yeah, this year I want to win, but I know this year that we only got 1 first-round draft pick. So it's like you gotta better them chances, you know. So right now, I'm looking forward to next year.
I'm just saying they should be celebrating the same way that y'all saying I shouldn't have been celebrating when Claxton got that game winner last year. Y'all should be up here celebrating every night, but y'all still complaining. But y'all still complaining. I don't see how y'all complained last year about wins and y'all still complaining about losses.
DJ out here looking like a prom young Kobe or what's
Yo, that backcourt of Philly is sick right now, man. That is a sick backcourt.
He out here looking like a dude that used to play for the Pistons.
This
he
shit
was
is
nice.
crazy, bro. Look, Carter agree with me, man. Members of the page agree with me. Y'all should be celebrating, bro, because y'all complained all last year about winning too many games, and now we starting off 0-5. Y'all should be ecstatic.
Right.
I should be the only
But
one
we're
tight.
not
Breeze should be the
fully
only one
ecstatic
tight.
because the rookies
Breezy
aren't
should be the only one
playing.
tight.
Yo, and Jay, I said,
and I ain't even tight. You heard? I
know I'm not even tight, but I'm saying we should be the ones because we the ones that have wanted to see wins.
Yeah, I wanted to win all last year. I ain't.
Yeah, like
no, and Jay,
but I'm not even tight because I know the program.
I said right. John was saying they're not embracing the youth movement. But I said we got the youngest team in the league. You know what I'm saying? Our team is young, bro. Number 1 youngest team in the league.
Y'all just get up here, act like somebody pissed in your Cheerios for no reason.
He started going off.
Like, damn.
No, we're talking about that. But, I don't know.
Just play the young guys, and it's all fine. Everything is going according to plan.
Yeah, I want to see the young
thing.
guys too, but I just think it's moments where you gotta throw them out there, man. I just think
5 to 10 minutes. Like, not asking for a lot.
That, I think the players that they got, because when you look at it, they like, all right, we needed a point guard. They play both of our rookie point guards. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't think we need a center, but a lot of people do. So we got Clax and we still got Sharp. We can't just throw Danny Wolf out
Oh,
there
all
to
right,
take
now
up
go ahead.
they. We can't throw Danny Wolf out there because he's gonna take up their minutes. So, and they getting paid. So it's gonna be like, sit down, young fella. We let you go out in like the last 10 games of the season.
Man, that's just so
Do
bad.
y'all
Like,
think
give him
y'all, y'all
20,
think
30
Sean
games.
Marks? Y'all think Sean Marks is telling Jody not to play
And
certain
maybe
players?
No,
They are
Clarksdale
not
has
on the
damn sure
same
said.
page, Jamal. Sean and Jordy have not been on the same page since he signed here. Jordy did not want to coach a tanking team, and this is what he's doing right now. He's basically telling Sean, you could give me the crappiest team in the world. I'm still going to choose the vets over the young guys. They are not on the same page. There's a divide there. There is a divide.
There's no divide. There's no divide. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say the best
Ice,
way.
your mic's muted, bro.
Yeah, I can't hear you, Ice.
All right.
Yeah, I hear.
Y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So it's not. It's not. They're not divided, right? Jordy said he wants young players so you can keep the team together. They went out and got young players, and we have the youngest team in the league. Like again, if he wants young players and we got the youngest team in the league, they on the same page. Y'all just not getting what y'all want right now, complaining between the first few games. And that's what I be saying about that. He's gonna play these dudes when Jordy wants to play these dudes. You already seen Drake, we just talked about. Drake got in the game and got hurt immediately. Sit down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like his time was then and he got hurt.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So you
That
see
was like 2 weeks ago. Like,
But
yeah.
Ice, this is what I was saying
Yeah,
about
but when that
last night.
happened,
I
they
said
look at
we
look
5
at that and be
games
like,
in.
yeah, we can't
oh,
fuck how you fuck. We can't
Right, so
fuck how you
Breezy,
fuck.
you have to be 200%. I remember Jordy said, if you're not 200%, I don't want you out there. I can't with Jordy. Jordy, just throw them out there. It's not that hard. Like, he's just got to put his pride away a little bit. I get it. You want to win. It's that Euro intensity, but still, are your young guys feeling confident with your lack of trust in them? No.
But
Like,
it's not
they
even.
want to play.
I just feel like it's a business at the end of the day, right? They gotta put on a show. They gotta put fans in the seats.
Are
So
you
they
entertained with
gotta.
this show, though, Jamal? Is this a show you want to see Terrence
Yeah,
Mann, Jalen Wilson,
I've
Tyrese
been
Martin
entertained.
taking up all that air, and the rookies
Yeah,
just
I've been
watching with
entertained.
popcorn? That's not
I wish we
Yeah,
entertaining.
did. I
I've
wish we
been
did fire
entertained
Marks. It'd be way better.
because they've been close to winning. At least they ain't really been blown out. The only game they got blown out in was what Houston.
Yeah.
That's only because of Cam and MPJ. You take those two guys on the team, we're
But
not even scoring 50
but this is what I'm trying to
points.
say.
Nah, we
It
probably
made
got
it
30
entertaining.
points on the ball.
Real facts. Like it would be like worse than G League effort at that point.
If
But
you
that's
if
my
you
whole
put
thing. Why?
if you put these rookies
We a
out
G
there and
League
let them
team
get
with
blown out every night,
all-star
you gonna have a problem.
almost bound players.
Yeah, but here's the thing,
You,
though, Jamal. Even with Cam Thomas playing with the young guys, Cam has actually helped the young guys a bit. He got Jaeger his first bucket in preseason. He got Saraf, which I didn't think was possible. His first three with that assist pass. Like, play the young guys with a guy like Cam or MPJ, because they're those two guys giving you effort out there on offense. Claxton ain't giving you a lot of effort besides last night. Terrence Mann has been inconsistent besides the other game. Like, these other vets aren't doing anything but burning cardio besides Cam and MPJ.
That's
Again,
good. We losing.
Yes, Ice. Yes.
again, it's development. These are new guys.
Okay,
Hold
what is
on, man.
Jalen Wilson developed, Ice? What is Jalen Wilson developed? Tell me.
Chill. Terrence Mann is new to the team. Yangor is new to the team. Saraf is new to the team. Everyone is new to the team, bro. Like I don't see how y'all look for development and don't look for what's going on the court at times, saying or Terrence
What is
Mann didn't
Jalen
do this.
Wilson developed?
But hold on, chill. And Terrence Mann didn't do this, and Saraf didn't do this. If you look at Saraf, I'm gonna point out something I noticed. Saraf with his 3-point when from summer league to now, to shoot a three, he will put it behind his head. When he go to the free throw line, he will shoot it from his forehead. Now from the 3-point line, he shoots it the same place that he shoots the free throw. Is not going behind his head. He's not using his legs. That's why he made his first three. So when you talk about development, you gotta understand and pay attention to what you're looking for. Them details are right there to show you that development is happening right in front of your face, and you're not paying attention to it. Because I
What has
noticed that.
Jalen Wilson developed so far besides
What are you
shooting
talking
threes?
about?
What has
Jalen
he
Wilson
developed
has
about his
hit big
game?
shots, bro. Jalen Wilson, he might not be the most athletic player, but you could also probably say you don't know what goes on in the locker room. He probably helps a lot of the rookies out. He spent time in the G League, got called up and back and forth multiple times. Yes, he's earned that spot, bro. He's out
He made
big.
the roster because of
He's
good
out.
character, and his
He's
contract is
out
not
big.
guaranteed.
John, to
out
be
with
honest
pick.
with
He's
you,
set. He
when
waited.
we was getting blown out,
Now he's getting the opportunity to play a little more, bro. That's what you do when you
Yeah, but
when
draft.
we was
Wilson
getting
had
blown
multiple
out against the
opportunities
Spurs,
last year to
look,
solidify a role, so
John,
Breezy, and he
John,
dropped the ball with those opportunities.
John, when we was getting blown
I
out by the
understand what you're
Spurs,
talking
Jalen
about,
Wilson
but
helped us.
rookie's gonna go out there and get them same opportunities and make them same mistakes when it's their time.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. They've made mistakes, and Jordy's benched him. Shout out to Orton. He should have been fired 10 years ago, Orton. Listen, these guys have made mistakes, and Jordy's just benched him. Listen, they got to learn through it. Look at the Wizards. They play their young guys. No matter how many errors they make, they still play them. And those guys are starting to build a young core over there. That's what I'm just
them
trying
young
to
guys are
say.
better than our young
Embrace
guys.
it.
The
Embrace
thing they
playing the
didn't
young
do,
guys.
but why though? They didn't draft a bunch of fucking point guards, bro, and passers. They didn't do that. They got
Yeah,
body
we're the only
person.
organization to have 10 point guards on the team. What does that tell you?
Hold on. Don't you know the Wizards play CJ McCollum and Chris Middleton to help that team out?
Well,
They
so about the
they
young core, though. They have a young core
but
guys they point out there.
I forgot about that.
they put CJ and Chris Middleton is the same thing as having Cam Thomas and MPJ. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. You got one more in Terrence Mann. Claxton is not that old. You know what I mean?
Look what the
The way
Pistons
Claxton
did.
plays defense out there
Pistons had
makes
to
me
go
question
get
a little bit, Ice. That age factor a little bit.
Pistons had to go get a player too to help out. What's the name? What they got? Beasley before he got.
Yeah, but these vets aren't going to be here the next 2 to 3 years, guys.
Bro,
Even
you don't know
MPJ,
that.
the
They
guy's
young,
considering.
bro. You don't know
What
that. These
about
are young
MPJ, though?
players,
MPJ
still
is
under
considering
30.
semi-retirement.
So, John,
Breezy, me,
John,
I'll just watch the
Don't
stream.
start that because hold on. He
John,
came out in an interview and he actually told everybody he did not mean that he was retiring right away. He said, "I want to play as long as my
He said
body
year by
can
year.
take it." He said, "But I also look at the injuries I've been through." He said, "But that don't mean I want to retire at the age of 32." He did not say that, bro.
It depends. He's had 3 back surgeries, and I wouldn't be upset if he's considering that because at the end of the
He's
day,
throwing up
your
30
back can
points
only
with
do
3
so
back
much for you.
surgeries, bro. 3 back
John.
surgeries, and he done had multiple 7+ rebound games and 30-point games already. That don't look like a retirement.
Again, he's filling up the stat sheet, doing what he has to do for his value. But he told us, "Listen, I'm here right now, but I'm not going to be here 3-5 years from now."
He did
Which
not
is
say that,
good
bro.
honesty. That's good honesty.
Bro, he did not say that. I watched
Again,
the interview. All he said was, "I don't know how long I'm gonna be playing this game." That shit does not mean
so Breezy, he's making 40 mil next year. If we have cap space in 2027, how much do you think
Right.
he wants to come back to this team? 10 to 15 mil, or does he want 25 to 30 with the compromise back? You got to think about that too. So Breezy, he was being honest though in that moment, saying, "Listen, I'm gonna take this year by year. Every game out there, I gotta get prepared. We'll see how I feel after that game." Like he's done well so far, but he's also told us, "Listen, I'm here right now." But don't expect me to be here long term because I don't know if I'm going to be here long term.
I know what interview you're talking about, but next week he clarified his words and let people know that he's not looking to retire at no 32. He said that.
Again, his mind can change, but I'm just saying that the vets right now on this team aren't going to be here the next 2 to 3 years.
John, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, John.
Yes, and the next thing you know is on Twitter all over MPJ.
How
Brooklyn
many
is
years
go out of proportion.
How many years do you want to give the new
I don't
players?
know how long I'm going to be in this game.
Right now, typically 2 to 3 years. Third year, they really have to show they're putting it all together. Like Noah Clown is supposed to be showing right now, and he's not doing that. So 2 to 3 years is probably a standard minimum at this point.
But some players don't develop.
I don't know about in the NBA.
But I'm saying some players don't develop that fast. You know that, right?
Yeah, but we've never been known as a team for development. This is supposed to be now where we're changing that chapter, writing a new narrative. And right now, what Jordy did last night is showing that the status quo still exists. We're going to play the vets till the end of time.
Let me ask you a question. So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, John. Let me ask you a question.
Show the young players how to play, bro.
But they're not even playing though. It's so breezy. They're not even playing at a high level for these young guys.
Let me ask this question. No, let me ask this question. No, right?
2 players that's trying their best to win games, and it ain't like
2. But you're acting like the whole team. The whole team of vets.
MPJ.
So John,
showing them that they're not. It's not the whole team of vets.
Yes,
Jamal.
So if we get a top pick, right?
He's
hold on,
everything to let people know that he want to be in Brooklyn and get a good contract. He's helping out the rookies. I don't see him like when when in the past, like when Mikal Bridges and them used to score, Cam wasn't going to the huddles. He wasn't celebrating with these niggas. He was looking at them like they just came to my city and just took it over. I see Cam Thomas actually out there complimenting young players, high-fiving them, throwing up the gunshot on the side of the bench. Like, he's never felt more like involved in the team until this year. And the sad part is it's a contract year. Whereas though you set him up both ways to lose in the beginning and the end. It's not like he's out there fighting to be in the playoffs. He out there teaching players how to play when they didn't even do that for him. They just was throwing him in the fire.
Yeah, he's also getting busted nose, busted head. Meanwhile, you got other guys like Claxton Clowney with no scratches on them, giving you minimal effort. So I agree, Breeze, that if they actually had a 2-year deal with Cam, maybe this wouldn't be such a issue as far as what we're trying to build. But Jamal, what's your question, Jamal?
No, because I was gonna say, right, if we draft the players like Peterson, AJ, or Boozer, right? Let's say they come in the league, right? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, Jamal.
All right, let's say they come in the league, right? And they don't transition well. And it's 3 years, right? Or past 3 years. Would you give them up? Would you say this is a failed product? Or you would still try?
You talking about giving up the guys we drafted now to get starts out?
No. I'm talking about AJ and them. Let's say we drafted one of them and they don't transition well within the 3 to 4 years. Are we just moving off of them? Or we giving them more of a time frame?
Of course, Thomas. The expectation is they are franchise guys. They're going to turn us around. If you see how they played so far, they look like way ahead of their time, which is rare.
But you just said you only giving these players 3 years. You want to give?
I'm talking about the guys we drafted right now, because none of these guys are franchise guys.
But you can't say, because I'm talking about development. If you're saying that players take a while to develop, you can't say one for one thing and not for the other.
Jamal, have you seen DeBosa, Peterson, and Boozer? They are doing way more than all the 5 guys we drafted have done in their young careers. And these guys are grown men right now playing a kids game in college. That's in college.
And then on top of that, they're the man on that team. They're the man on that team. When you come to the NBA, it doesn't mean it's going to translate the same way.
No, but they have to get used to it. They have a skill set that they can only get better from here. That's what those guys were trying to do.
We would like to think so. We would like to think so, but we don't know.
Jamal, what is the difference between the 5 guys we drafted and DeBosa, Peterson, and Boozer? What you've seen? I know you watch ball, my guy. What's the difference? Tell me.
No, they all the men on the team. I get it, because they do certain things different. I get it.
But I'm just saying, right?
They might struggle. They might struggle. We don't know.
Everybody struggles in the NBA. I'm definitely 100% in agreement with you on that. But at the end of the day, those guys, what they're doing right now, they do multiple things on offense and defense that our 5 guys are not really great at. Some of them have athletic ability. Some have good playmaking ability. But putting it all together, none of our guys right now have that. And it'd be great to see them play so I can see if they do have it or not. But based off what I've gotten so far, I can't even see that. So, Jamal, that's my whole thing. It's like, let these young guys get the burn this year, even if it's in 5 to 10 minute spurts, because whoever we draft next year, that guy's playing with the 5 guys we drafted. Maybe there's a chemistry that can be built between those guys, but you're not going to know if you don't let them play.
I rest my case.
Like that's all I'm saying, Jamal. At the end of the day, like playing the Terrence Manns, the Wilsons, and the Tyrese Martins, that's getting you nowhere with development. These guys, we know what their ceilings are.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. They're third or second stringers on playoff teams, guys. Come on.
Again, I will point out to you, Tyrese Martin was in the G League, right? Tyrese Martin is now coming off the bench, and people hate it. He developed. He got himself out of the G and made it on a team, and he's getting playing time. That is development. Who helped him? Jordy. Jordy helped Tyrese develop. Yes, he's older, but you're watching development in front of your face, and you keep saying, you pointing out the negatives of it. If you want development, you look at who's being developed. You know what I'm saying? You look at what's going on right there and see who's being developed. It doesn't matter about the age and what you got now. You know what I'm saying? What you got now is going to get developed too, because now they seen Tyrese come out of the G and it's playing. So they like, okay, if we happen to go down there and we see Reese out here getting minutes, and they talking about he's unguardable in practice, which you know what I'm saying. Everyone is saying that. Then that's development right there. You can't hate development. You no. And what did he do in the game? You see what he did in the game?
He's been okay. Listen, he's been okay. He averages 9 points, but besides that one 30-point game he had, he has not matched that, and that's because we know who he is.
Hold on. When he came in at the end of preseason game against, I guess it was the Suns, did he not help win the game, him and Danny?
You talking about that fourth quarter where he had like 11 points?
Exactly. So, okay, other than that 30-point game, now you see Tyrese do what? Two times already. Come in the game, affect the game. That's development. He didn't do that before.
Preseason game, though.
You're not listening.
About the real games, though. Besides that one big game he's had.
Hold on. It's not a real game. It's what you watch. What you watching? You seen him do it, right? You seen him do it. That's developing. You seen him go to the G, come out of the G, do things differently this year, and still negative. How? How's it still negative on him because he's older? It's development. And the young guys are watching him go through this process, you know what I'm saying, of being better.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Jordy, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you, I'm still my guy, but you guys are placing a super high value on Martin, where from our point of view, we know what he can be on this team, which is a 7th or 8th man, which isn't bad, but you're putting him over the young guys like Nolan Trayor, Seraph, and others, who could be maybe a 6th man over him, but you're saying because of what he's doing right now, that's better, but you're not giving these young guys the opportunity to prove that they can be better than him. If they were given time, they probably could be.
No, it's not giving them time. In order, like I said, like I've been saying before, Jordy see all these guys in practice. He see all these guys working out. He see all these guys training. If someone is standing out, like they say, Drake Powell, like I pointed out, Drake Powell and Seraph been the two that everyone's pointed out that has been better than what they thought they was. And Tyrese Martin. So Drake got time, Seraph got time, Tyrese Martin getting time. Drake got hurt. He is not playing. You know what I'm saying? Other than
not hurt anymore, though.
You're not hurt. You're not hearing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Those were the 3 standout guys from summer league, from summer camp to now. 3 dudes. And Drake is not playing because he got injured. That's all there is to it. But you can't hate the development that's going on. The development is right there, bro. Go ahead.
If you talk about Tyrese Martin development for his own future, because he's probably a minimum salary guy on most contending teams. That's just being respectful in the best way possible. But the young guys, it's about them and their future. They're going to be here longer than Tyrese Martin. Respectfully, guys, because he's 26, going to be 27. Like the Nets, Sean Marks is going to prioritize expensive vets. Maybe Tyrese does stay on this team, but if we add more talent next year and future after that, he's going to go way back more in the depth chart. But because he's doing okay now, because young guys aren't getting that time of development, is that really a win for us and our future, or is it just a win for Tyrese Martin?
It's a win for development. It's
a win for Tyrese Martin. It's not a win for anybody else.
It is though. If, like I said,
Tyrese Martin,
how you can say it's a win for him and not a win?
Because nobody else is benefiting off it. I'm on the bench, and Tyrese Martin's going to say, "Yo, Tyrese, you killing it, bro. You inspiring me, man. I can't wait to do what you do." But guess what? I have 0 stats on the game. Martin has over 15 minutes and 10 points. Come on.
You saying
that's not development.
You saying it is, though. If you saying that I'm watching Tyrese do what he do, and I understand what he had to go through to get where he got to do, that makes sense for development. It's what y'all saying Jordy is not doing. He is doing that, and y'all say it's not happening because these young guys are not getting time.
Because he's freaking out on the vets, though. I expect them to do better, but it's like we know what a lot of these guys can and can't do. They can't be better than what they are. So why not, instead of throwing your head against the wall, throw the young guys who are hungry, want to get out there and see if they show you something different. Can they show you something different? You got to find out, Jordy. That's all I'm saying. It's like he's ramming his head through a wall because he's expecting these vets, the Mans, the Martins, to be better than what they are. They're not. So why are we going to make ourselves crazy about this?
Yes, they should play better than what they are. They should
can't, though.
No. They should communicate on the floor better than what they are. But again, these are all new players. Terrence Mann is new. MPJ is new. Seraph is new. Those are all new players, so it's going to take time to figure out. All these teams ain't figuring it out all of a sudden. Just new pieces and just go out there and play and just win games. We're in the game. They proven that when they do lock in, they always come back in the game. You know what I'm saying? They always, just like last year, they down by 20, they come back, take the lead, and then lose it again. You know what I'm saying? These guys can play better as a team. Individually, they might not play to the highest standard, but together they could play better than what they're playing. And again, that is part of development. You know what I'm saying?
It's a short-term thing because once the 7/15 rolls around the corner, February 5th, all that changes. So if Jordy wants to really keep this experiment going for a month and a half, go do it. But you're wasting a month and a half of these rookies' time to get better or work on their weaknesses. So yes, Tyrese Smart and Jalen Wilson, man, are winning now individually because they've been here a little longer than these guys. Okay, I'll give you that. But are these young guys winning for their own development? Not whatsoever. And that's just where we'll have to agree to disagree, Ice. Because listen, at the end of the day, development for us this year is in small forms. Yegor hitting that 3 to get us down 1 point against the Cavs. That's a huge sign of development. But we're seeing right now, with all this sloppy BS play and the young guys just watching, we're not prioritizing the vote, prioritizing short-term outcomes that aren't possible. That's a problem. Like, we got to address that with Jordy sooner rather than later. So, yeah, waste a month and a half, but you're wasting a month and a half for your young guys' potential. That's a problem.
You're not wasting potential. You're not wasting potential. What's going on? The first thing I'm gonna say, Jordy said he throwing all the point guards in the fire. He threw all the point guards in the fire, right?
Not Nolan. Besides that one game, besides that one game he had to play in.
Oh, Nolan hasn't been thrown in the fire. Who needs the most work on his team so far that you've seen?
Nolan does.
How do we know that?
Because he has his offensive identity is not consistent right now. Physicality-wise, we know he's very weak there. But he only threw him in the fire recently because Diego wasn't playing.
And you seen what he did, right? So you seen what he did and knows that he needs the most work because he played, right?
But it's one game, though. I can't make a full clarification off of just one game. After 5 or 10 games, if he's doing what he did in that first game where it was just 1 bucket and 2 assists, then I 100% agree. Send the guy G League for a month and a half or something like that. But after 1 game I'm going to base it off of, I got to be a little more rational there with development.
Oh, okay. So you seen him play and knows that he needs work, but he needs to play 10 more games to figure out.
Because the best experience you can get is in the pros. G League development's important, but that's like practice for most of the time because it's easy to make mistakes in that. It's easy to do great in that, but the real results matter when you're in the pros. And that 1 game I have to base it off. Okay, yeah, Nolan, it was a horrible game, but you know what? After 10 games, you've changed my opinion on that, then maybe you have to go to G League so soon. Like, you got to see him play it out a little bit here, too.
No. But from summer league till now, did he change anything?
Not really, because we haven't seen a lot of him get opportunities to do so.
You making my point, bro. You definitely making
no.
my point.
I'm not making your point because
now you are, because if you've seen him play, right? You seen him, you give him the opportunities. Everybody says, yeah, like Nolan needs the most work. Obviously, because you've seen him do something consistently over and over again and says, all right, like he needs the most work on the team. You know what I'm saying?
But they shot his confidence with that a little bit too. Because they're telling you, if you screw up, that means you got to go to G League. So it's like already, I lost the battle. I know if I screw up, I'm already done. That's not a good mentality to have with these young guys. Like, you can't just tell them that for 1 game, you're done. After a few bad summer league games, you're done. How about after 8 or 10 games? If you still like to say, listen, I appreciate the effort, Nolan, but we got to see more development in G League. That's a way more fair assessment, Ice, than just this 1 game appearance thing.
No, it's not. You're done. He's not done. You know what I'm saying? The dude, we know he needs more work, so he's got to either go down to the G, like I've been saying. I thought 3 of them was going down to the G to get work. You know what I'm saying? So they can become the guy and catch up and figure out what they need to figure out. But you saying that means that you've seen him and he's not done. He needs more time. And it doesn't mean he needs more time on the NBA floor, like you're saying. But we've seen him. That's part of development, saying like, all right, Traore is not working out well at this moment. He needs some more time to do this. So at the moment, we're going to put him down in the G League and bring him back up. That's part of development. You know what I'm saying? That's part of everything. That's part of development of knowing that he needs more help and less Roth run a little bit. You see Sarab, like I said about his 3-point shot, it looks a little bit better. I don't think fans noticed that or noticed the difference of how he was shooting. I know Joey BK did, you know what I'm saying? Notorious. I know he noticed that he had 2 different shots, and now he's getting back to having one shot. That's part of development. You know what I'm saying? Like it's there.
I understand your context though, like from our perspective, like me, Potter, and others who disagree, it's like it's one part of a context you talk about. Us, it's a context we want to see, but we're not getting. That's just where we agree to disagree here. But I understand it's the little victories, like with Saraf's 2 threes. If you do that like 2, 3, 4 games straight, that's real development. Yesterday he had no threes, I think, and he got taken out for the first half. Like that's my problem with Jordy. Like if you already can play Saraf, just play him 4 whole quarters. Damage already been done. Let him work through that, but take him after just 2 quarters. Like that's where development gets screwy here with this team. You know, that's where it gets screwy a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think it's screwy. I just think the whole thing. I think the whole team is underdeveloped. Cam is underdeveloped. MPJ is underdevelopment of learning how to do. You know what I'm saying? Being a guy. You know what I'm saying? Claxton playing a little bit better. Fans complaining he don't score. Now he's scoring, and everyone's like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just like 2 games Claxton score. Like, you know what I'm saying? All those things make a difference. I know you said little victories, but the total thing is some fans are getting what they want as far as Claxton finally scoring. Like, he needs to be off the team. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Ice,
Claxton has been one of the best things about the season so far, besides him not getting no blocks.
You can't make none of them happy. They want what they want. They want these boozers. They want AJ. They want what they want.
Franchise
like, that's
talent,
what it is. But we don't know that.
You gotta
we
be
don't
a
know that,
loser
John.
to get
We don't
boozers.
know that.
Yo,
y'all keep saying, well, we keep saying franchise talent, but we don't even know that. But you know what? Let's give them what you want. Hopefully, they turn out to be what y'all want them to be. Because if they turn out to be bust, all this is gonna be. We just gonna laugh now.
I'm not trying to hear none of that. I'm trying to go on the 30-game winning streak starting next game. Like, I don't think it's gonna happen, but that's what I want to do.
Jay, I'm at a point. Just give the people what they want now, like, because it's more of them versus us. So give them what they want and
So
see
you
how it
trying to
pans
go on the
out.
30-game losing streak?
At this point, fuck it.
I think
At
we're
this
gonna
point,
win.
I want everybody off the team now. I want everybody traded. I don't want nobody on this team no more. I want just rookies, and that's it now. Because I'm tired of arguing with people.
Jamal's gone to the dark side with us.
I'm tired of arguing with people now. Because you try to make points for Cam and Cam Thomas, and they sit up there and ridicule you, and they talk about Cam give you empty stats and all this. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it at this point.
A lot of that was NBA media, though. Like, we even acknowledge Cam when he has great games. Like, I've even done that. You know, like, do I agree that Cam's game is flawed? Yeah, but I also agree that Cam is the best scoring option we have right now. Yeah, like, but
John, it's the next fan base too.
Jamal, we're suffering the organization's failed 10 years, though, Jamal. It's not even the players at this point. It's the organization for all the shitty decisions they've made that put us in this position.
John, this is the whole thing. We as a fan base, like, I get it. Like, we all want better, but at the same time, we don't know how to support our own. That's the problem.
That's the organization. They should have given Cam a contract. If they cared about sustainability, Cam and the Flatbush 5 and who draft next year, this all makes sense, this suffering. But you didn't want to pay Cam. You want MPJ here because of his expiring contract, but everybody else expendable to a certain degree. The Flatbush 5 should be getting minutes right now, but they're not because
But we mad at the players.
The coach and the organization are two different planets right now.
You get what I'm saying? We mad at the players for what Sean Marks is putting around them. Like, it don't make sense, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, we mad at Clax. We mad at Clax. We mad at Cam Thomas. We mad at this for. Like, I'm done, bro. I'm done arguing about it. Like, I just come on here, I listen to y'all, and that's it now, bro. I don't even want to argue no more.
I think we're going to get our first win against the Pacers. We face the Pacers, I think, next week. Their team is decimated right now. They have, like, no guards. We have
Listen,
guards.
we could
might win just because Cam goes off for 40.
We couldn't even win against Atlanta, and Trae Young went down. I'm at a point where it's like, all right, whatever.
I know, but have you seen the Pacers depth chart? They only have Pascal Siakam left. That's the only guy they have that has actual finals experience. Everybody else, I think, is a rookie. on that team right now.
No, they got Nimhard. They got Nimhard. They got what you call
Nimhard's
it?
injured
What's his
right
name?
now. Oh, they have Neeson.
Mathurin?
I think
What
they
about
have
Mathurin?
Neeson. He's out right now with a toe sprain.
Oh, so yeah, it's done.
And Obi Toppin's out for a month with a hamstring injury. Oh, and TJ McConnell's out for another hamstring injury. So maybe there's
But
a
they do have
chance.
that rookie that they got. He's nice too. He put up
Furphy?
some numbers. Yeah,
Furphy?
he was putting up some numbers. Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing though, I think. But if we're looking at us against them, we might be able to just get a slight win out because Cam Thomas and MPJ could split 30 apiece, something like that. That's one thing we might win. But at the same time, the Pacers are a threat with us for
That's all
the
I'm waiting
Bassa,
for,
Pearson,
bro.
and
All I'm
Boozer.
waiting for is for MPJ and Cam to cook on the same night. Once they could do that, it's gonna be a tough out because we losing
But
by
Jay,
5 points with
they gotta
the
they
separate.
gotta figure it out. They gotta figure it out. Who turn it is. That's what it is. They gotta go back and forth from each other. They don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
who. You know what I'm saying? Like they gotta know who's hot and who's not.
Yeah,
Type
it's
shit.
just
Like it's
about
my
feeding the
turn,
hot hand.
your
Feeding the hot
turn.
hand. Who's hot
Yeah,
right now and how to get the other one going. Like if he's
That,
exactly,
not hot, how I'm
exactly.
gonna get him hot.
that
Pause.
Once they figure
in-season
that out, that'd be nice.
that in-season tournament begins next week. It'll be interesting to see if the Nets' competitive edge maybe gets better. Like if Cam and MPJ are serious, maybe that first in-season tournament game they'll play well together. Consistently. Maybe
Hmm.
that'll be something to give us a spark. Because that's separate
Maybe.
from regular season. Even though the losses still count, if the Nets show effort in those games, that's how you really build a little bit of a culture because the stakes are different in those in-season tournament games a little bit now.
We never know. They might win the in-season tournament. Who knows? They might win every game.
Imagine that would be
They might win every
insane.
game for the tournament.
I'll be sick. I'll
You
be sick
never
if you
know.
did that. Oh man. Nah, but I honestly, this is just gonna be a tough next few weeks for this team. Like we're facing a lot of tough opponents. December though, it lights up for us a bit. December, we face a lot of bad teams, so that might be an opportunity for the Nets to get a win or two or something like that as well. Ugh. Thank goodness the Pelicans gave away their pick. They're like what 0-4 right now. Thank you, Pelicans. If they're about a team with us, they don't get a pick. That's just a slot they're holding up.
Yeah, that's why they got Atlanta right now getting the top pick.
Yo, that's why the Trae Young injury sucks, Ice. Because if the Hawks are bad, the Spurs might have a lottery pick next year.
Yeah,
That's not good.
yeah, man. Ain't none of that. The way it plays out with one pick is tough. You know what I'm saying? I think, like I said, I still think we'll win some games. It's just it's time. It's going to take some time for us to gel and win some games. But we're going to win some games, though. You know what I'm saying?
I think December, because we faced some bad teams that first few weeks of December. We only played 9 games in December. I think like 5 or 6 of those games against teams like Pelicans and Hornets who beat us. The Bulls, yo, thank goodness the Bulls only know how to win and not tank properly, man. They are doing a lot of teams a solid right now with that roster. Get into your playing spot, but you're probably going to get knocked down in the first, second round.
Yeah,
Like, they are doing some solid right now.
Yeah, that's an improvement for them. You know what I'm saying? They done got better. You know what I'm saying? Josh Giddey is balling out, and Ayo and the other dudes on that team. Buzelis is stepping up right now. His name is everywhere on the internet. You know what
He
I'm
had
saying?
27 or something the other night, right?
Yeah, his name is everywhere. Everywhere you look, the Bulls and Buzelis and Josh Giddey, you know what I'm saying? They are hooping right
Thank
now.
goodness Philly's with him, man. If you want anybody far away from the lottery, it's Philly. Let them go like 20-0 to start the season out, man, somehow. Like, we do not need them getting another pick or OKC getting another pick. That was one of the teams that worried me. If they had a bad start, that pick could either go to OKC or go to them, and it's like, why? Look what Philly's done with top picks, man. They floundered them.
Right.
But yeah, our main competition right now is Utah, Boston, Pacers. Boston, I swear, if they give them the Basta, how can you play against the Basta, Tatum, and Brown? That would be sick. Like, come on. Why give them a franchise guy? They have 2 stars already.
Well, there's Celtics fans who think they're still going to be in the playoffs. I talk to them on TikTok all the time. They think they're still going to be in the playoffs.
You think Tatum's coming back in March, Ice? You think there's a real shot Mr. Wolverine comes back?
They said he's going to come back. They think he's going to come back quicker than March. They think he's going to come back early in this year.
What?
Yeah.
That's insane. I've never heard
Yo,
of
bro,
anybody
you
that
ain't never
scored
seen
from a.
Captain America? They giving these niggas super serum.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Or adamantium, which is what Wolverine got the metal in his
Right,
clothes.
right. They giving them something, man, because it ain't
Nah,
no way that Kyrie and because it looked like Kyrie gonna come back sooner too.
did Tatum really get surgery? Because it's just something screwy, man. He hurt his leg that night, but man, to be able to dunk already after like 5 months of Achilles surgery, while Halliburton is now just barely walking, there's something there that just don't add up, man. I don't know what it is, but that's freaky. Like
Yo,
unless modern
yo,
medicine is
Carter,
just
say it ain't
jumping.
so, man. Say it ain't so. We not trying to go 80, 82, man. Say it ain't so, man.
I would be that. I don't want to fathom that. That would just, oh man. I mean, can you just get the top first pick because you have no wins? I mean, I know wins and losses bounce each other out on the pinball scale, but 0 wins, does that really just guarantee you top pick at that point?
That's
Oh
crazy work.
no, it's not gonna happen. We're gonna beat a few teams, Pacers maybe, Pelicans if they break everything off. Like those two teams, you might get a win over. Everybody else, I don't know. I don't know. The Knicks, though, I want us to beat the Knicks, though, this year. We got to go for win against them. Cam Thomas, go for 60. Go for 60 on them. Cook Mikkel. And that flop of Brunson.
Yo,
You guys still here?
oh yeah, I was about to say, I just got mad quiet. But
Okay.
Yo, that was hilarious, though. The Knicks wanted Giannis, and Giannis beats them with a lesser roster, man. That's, like, amazing. You traded 6 picks for Mikkel, and you still can't beat Giannis. Like, that's hilarious. And you want Giannis. Oh man,
yeah,
I hope they do trade for Giannis because they have to basically cut their whole roster and the picks we have. One of those picks is going to hit if they do that this year. Because I feel like there's a reason why they thought Mitchell Robinson is a little sketchy, man. Like they said he was healthy, now he's injured. They're holding out also other guys too. I feel like they're trying to do the Giannis thing, man, under the table right now. Do it. It's not going to work. They're going to gut that whole roster, man, for Giannis.
probably. Probably they trying to work out the numbers. I know they is.
Yeah. And what's going on with the Magic, Ice? They're like 1-4. I thought this team was going to run and gun, man. What the hell's going on with the Magic? They have one of the worst defenses I'm hearing. What is going on there?
I'm not sure. I haven't been paying attention to the Magics like that. I haven't heard too much about the Magics. I know Jalen Suggs came back and they got Bane, but I haven't been hearing any bad news about the Magic not winning.
1-4, man. I thought they would get out to a quick start because I think they're one of the best defense teams in the league. But also, they also have the guy they got from Memphis. What's his name again? Who they trade for from Memphis again, Ice?
Desmond Bane.
Desmond Bain. They trade for. I guess there's an adjustment period they're going on, but I hope it's soon, man. The Magic, if they're a playing team this year, that's a huge loss for them because they should be one of the top 5 teams. They should be a threat to teams like Cavs and Knicks, but if they're a middle team again, that makes you start having questions like, is that young core going to succeed, or they got to make some moves too? Like they should definitely be a team that is way better than what they are right now. But it's early in the season; they'll probably figure it out. That's definitely a team that surprised me a bit. And the Cavs, they're doing all right so far, but they're the most expensive team, I think, in the East right now. Like, they're second favorite team. That's another team that has to really go for it this year, or else they got to make decisions on that roster. This will be interesting free agency next year, that's for sure. There were like, what, 10 teams with cap space, Ice?
What'd
you say, bro?
Who is with the cap space?
There's like 10 teams next summer with cap space, right? Well, one of them?
I will have to check. I'm not sure who has cap space next year.
I think it's us. Washington, I think they have $100 million in cap space, which is ridiculous.
Washington does have cap space next year. They will. They did the same. They doing the same thing we did. Basically.
Yeah, $100 million in cap space. Cam Thomas would be like, "You'll give me 30 mil of that? I'll go get you." Oh man, that would be sick if they try to poach Cam from us like that, man.
No, it would be, but I don't think they will. They got a lot of young talent veterans over there. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and they doing the same thing. They playing better too. Alex Sar was going off on MB last game.
Yeah, so they're definitely a team that is getting better increment wise, and they also have some vets. But that cash base next, that could give them a chance to do something big, like get like real vets that can change that a little bit more, which should be scary for us because we do not want to be like bottom to the point where we're behind every team in the East. Then that's when you start to like wonder what the hell are we doing.
Did we see the
But
Celtics cook the Cavs last night? Yeah,
thank
I saw
goodness they
that.
got another win,
Yeah,
man. Thank goodness. Let them be, close to playoff team at this point. Don't need them getting no top pick for nothing.
yeah, they don't need another top pick. As long as I say, I want to say as long as we in the top three, but I know that's like, you know what I'm saying, chance either way I'm looking at it. But you know what I'm saying, as long as we get a good pick, I'll be all right. We'll be
If
all right.
that pick falls to 3 for Cambuza, man, I'll be excited, man. I'm like, we get Cambuza and we had the worst record. That's like better than just getting the 4th or 5th pick, which they think we might get. But again, Cambuza at 3, that would be the best alternative. We having the worst record in the NBA.
Yeah,
That
no.
would be a great alternative.
AJ, Cam, Nate, and Caleb, any one of those four would be good for this team. Like any one
I
of
agree, 100%. And most of them are wings, and we need a wing badly. So, like, this actually puts us in a great position right now. It just
them.
comes down to the choice. Honestly, you need to be a part of the scouting department because we need to make the right choice. We can't have this agree bullshit that we had this past summer. Like, you know who your guy is? You get second, third pick, get him. Like, just get him, man. Like, no
Yeah.
debate. There's actually no real debate if it's
What's
1 through 3.
what's funny? What's funny about that is people be telling me that now. And Jay sent me something on Instagram for scouting. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I
word.
said, wow, yeah. I've been actually thinking, bro. I've been actually thinking about, you know what I'm saying, trying to apply for that joint since I ain't working right now. But you know what I'm saying? I've been thinking about actually doing it for real.
You should, man. Ice, you're really good at this, bro. Like you break down the G League players so well, and when they come up to the league, you give them like the notoriety recognition. Like as much as I like disagree about Tyrese Martin thing, I also see what you see in Tyrese Martin as far as a little bit of personal development goes. So you
Yeah,
definitely should do it, man. You're really good at that, Ice, for reals.
right. Appreciate it. Thanks, bro. You know what
No
I mean?
problem, man. Put the application in. Jay, you sent that to him, bro. He did you a solid right there, man. He's giving you the key right now. Take that key and lock
No,
in.
for real, though, man. Because I'm the type of person I am. If I see something, an opportunity that I think would be good for one of the homies, I'm definitely gonna try to alley oop that. Because why not?
You a real one, Jay,
Yeah.
man. Always.
'Cause appreciate you, but it's just a lot of I be seeing opportunities come across my desk, and it's like that ain't for me, but shit for Breeze or but for Ice, for
Right.
John. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's
Yeah,
solid.
man. Yeah. That's what it is. But yeah, any one of those dudes, man, will help this team. And then they gotta put the pieces together, like what's the name was saying that just was on here.
It'd be
They
nice if we
got
get we
Go ahead.
we should definitely trade for a second 2026 pick somehow this year. We definitely should do that, Ice, because there
Um,
definitely are some people at the end of next year's draft that reclassified from this year that we might have interest in. We should try
yeah,
to get a second one, not just have a
yeah,
first one.
they should. Yeah, reclassify. You said for 27 or 26? For 27?
26,
Oh yeah,
26, I think.
get the
Well,
so yeah, what they gonna have they should trade those second round picks to see if they can get back into the first round or bottom of the first round or something like that.
definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely. Like
they
we,
are some
we could
stuff.
do that at the deadline. We could offer a team like 4 or 5 seconds. Give me a first for next year,
Yeah,
even if it's like a late end, 2026 first. Like getting your franchise guy next year, great, but there's nothing wrong with adding another depth piece that might break out. Like that's smart, not just banking on just one guy for all this. You need options too.
Yo, easy. What's good, bro?
yup,
Easy.
yeah,
What,
man.
easy. If you're trying to jump on the panel, let me know. Or if you just staying in the comments, because if you're trying to jump on the panel, I could sign on to the StreamYard joint and let you in. But right now, I'm just on my phone. But let me know if you was trying to jump on the panel.
Yeah, that's what they should do. There's still some good players at the end of the draft. some decent players right now who could be drafted. You
Yeah,
know what I
there's
mean?
this other guy, Yandel Luxembourg, right? That's his name.
No,
He's a guy I think the Nets might have interest in. He might be
Yaxel,
around the middle tier part of the draft.
Yaxel, power forward, went back to Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Got paid an NIL deal. I think it's like 3 million or something like three to 6 mil, 3 to 5 mil.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what it is, something like that. But yeah, Yaxel is tough,
I
man.
got you, bro. Hold on.
Yaxel Lindenberg is a tough power forward. Going to Danny's school, Michigan, right now. So that might be another connection right there with Michigan. You know what I'm saying? If they want to
Right.
get back into the draft. Some say he might go higher. I think he's in the 20s right now, still as a senior. I
Yeah.
think this is his fifth year. He's older. So I don't know if the Nets will have interest in him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to be like 20, 24 or 25 or something like that by the time he comes to the league, if he wants to come to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't get a promise in last year's draft, so that's why he went back to school for the 3 to 6 million. I'm gonna say.
Right. Are there any centers in next year's draft that we might be interested in if we're looking to maybe expand our center group a little bit?
For what I know, there's only really like two early in the. No, there's three centers. There was one at Duke.
Mm-hmm.
There's one at I can't remember, Jaden Quintons, and there's another one that shoots threes. I can't remember what his name is. I gotta look on my computer. But there's only like there ain't that many centers. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of point guards in this draft, and
A lot of wings, a lot of wings.
yeah, heavy wings at the top of the draft. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, center. I don't know if they're gonna look for. I don't know if they're gonna look for a center. I mean, I think it all depends on what Danny do.
It really does. That's why I want to get him the playing time the most, because we got to see if he's actually a center or a forward, or if he's just a mixture. Like positionless basketball, he's probably a mixture. Like he's a big, as long as he's on the
I
court.
just dropped the
You
link,
know,
Ease.
as long as he's on the court, being a point forward or point big, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it kind of does a little bit because he's gonna be expected to handle the big body matchups. Like we got to see what he can get better at defensively, which we got to see to believe.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. He's gonna definitely be a part of that, figuring that out.
It's the other dude is Chris Sinek Jr., 6'11", 240, freshman at Houston. Yeah, Jaden Quintons is more like a power forward, 6'10". And then
You see the question on the screen? I got a question on the screen for y'all, fellas.
Wow. That's a question for Sean Marks, my guy. Easy. What's the word?
Yo. What's going on?
Yo, I said the same thing when I was talking about how Malawak. I like Malawak, man. But
I don't know. Dude got a set of Patrick Namba. He's 6'11", center too. But other than that, there ain't really too many centers in the draft. It's all point guard, small forwards, wings. Yeah. But I don't know. I can't answer that question. Couldn't tell you.
Sean Marks don't like centers bigger than him. That's what it is.
Yo. I'm hot. My mic good? I'm hot.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yo, what's going on, yo? What's going on, yo? What's the word, yo?
What's good, bro?
Hey, shit. I saw y'all up early in the day, son. So I'm like, oh shit. Early
Yeah,
street? Shit.
we've been cooking for like 2 hours already.
Yeah, I see. I'm like,
Damn.
shit. Oh shit.
Time goes by, man.
Hey, there's a lot to cook on when the NBA season start back up, yo. This shit is crazy, yo. This shit is really crazy, yo. I don't understand what's going on right now, yo.
What you thinking of the season so far?
This shit is insane, yo. Real quick, I don't want to steal somebody else's pick, but I might have to because it is what it is. Yo, we probably in the best version, best iteration, best era of basketball that has ever been out. Like everybody that hits the court is nice, nigga. Everybody is nice. Like niggas not playing around out here, bro. Like I was just talking to Ice the other day when we left one of the streams. I was like, yo, Ice, imagine you on the court and every time they do a sub, the nigga that's subbing in is nice. Like he got some shit to him. Like he got triple threat. Like he gonna pass, shoot, dribble. He can pass good, he can shoot good, and he can drive. So it's like God, and it's hard to take the rock from. So you're like, God damn, yo, every fucking sub. We in the best iteration of basketball. Little rookies coming into the game just dropping 40, 30 points just like that. We got other players on other teams that we consider bad teams or tanking teams. Niggas dropping 50 and 40 points. This shit is insane, bro. Basketball is on a different level right now. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Shout to that.
But
I'm not mad at none of
That's a
that.
great attitude, my guy.
And
but
I've been saying, like, because you said you didn't want to steal nobody take, and I'm not saying you is stealing my take, but I feel like we had this conversation last year when I was just talking about that players now is just, it's like a higher skill gap between players now and the average person than back in the day, because I feel like these players now are getting trained since they was 2 years old. Like I heard Michael Jordan, I heard a story where Kobe Bryant asked Michael Jordan, like, "Yo, I got my daughter doing train drills and shit. So what kind of drills was you doing when you were 7 years old?" Nigga, like 7 years old. I wasn't even thinking about basketball at 7 years old. What are you talking about?
for real,
So it's
for
like
real.
these players now is getting trained by NBA trainers from 6 and 7 years old. They obviously going to be better overall.
hmm hmm And this shit crazy. But I ain't gonna lie. I gotta keep it a bean, yo.
I agree with you, Jay.
Our shit look kind of disappointing. I ain't gonna lie. Our shit look kind of disappointing. I brought this question up, and niggas thought I was bullshitting. But we gotta keep it a bean because we just talking hoop, my nigga. We just talking hoop. We gotta keep it a bean, bro. And maybe it is because of how the coach could be using the players. But as of right now, our niggas look trash. I'm telling you right now, our niggas look like the bottom of the barrel. And we picked them at all different spots on the fucking on the board. All different spots. I'm this shit not making sense. Like I have a 6'9" nigga that's afraid to go to the paint. I have another nigga they sent to the G League that's the best defender on the team.
Yep.
I got another nigga that is lost on the court, like completely lost. And the nigga played Euro Cup at the very least. Dog, dog, yo, niggas don't like me talking about this, but it is what it is. So like the other day, I forgot which team it was, but Cedric Howard on the Memphis Grizzlies, he basically won them a game, like already, like he won them a game. So like other rookies from even small market teams doing some crazy shit, winning them games. Nigga that went like what I think like 5 for 5 from 3 point line or some shit like that. Good shooter, Cedric Howard.
Yeah, yeah. Went to D2, went to a D2 or D3 college and got drafted. Duke wanted him, and he didn't go to Duke. He came in. He went into the draft and got drafted. Moved up the draft boards. Skill set is like Bridges. They said like Bridges and Kawhi Leonard is his like comps.
Damn. Memphis is selling $4 tickets and is stealing top prospects. Like shit
Look,
writes
I
itself.
I, I don't want to shit on our players because we can develop and make them into something. But my thing is though, no matter what, yes, it's all gonna be on you. You gotta make sure you're the best you. But at the end of the day, you're going against competition. It's not golf. You're not out there by yourself. You're going against competition and you're in a team game. So it's other players on the course, not boxing, not just you on your own. Other niggas gotta come into play. If our
Easy.
people develop, even at the crescendo, we get them to the best players that they could be, all five of them, and possibly the sixth nigga that we get from the next draft. Are they gonna be better than the competition that's out there? Cause remember, we have to play against these motherfuckers. Remember, if we get nice, that's a fact. We have to see Philly. We have to see Philly.
Yeah, we're gonna
Do
whoop
you feel
Philly
confident?
ass.
Philly got VJ and Maxi over there.
Oh,
They
this is gonna
do.
suck.
They
They
got
do.
they got
They do.
That's gonna
They
suck
got that.
playing with
They got
them.
that. But you know who we got? You know who we got?
what we
We
got?
Who
got
we got?
Nolan Traore. We got Ben
Woo!
Saraf. What? We got the basketball phase rug out there, baby.
Uh,
This shit
we also
crazy,
got
yo.
podcast MPJ. Come on.
What you mean? We got Furious Mike.
Okay, we got Furious Mike. That's
Don't
that's
forget Furious
that would be
Mike.
funny. No, that would be funny. Paul George and MPJ do a simultaneous podcast before they play each other. Oh
Yeah,
man, that should write
that would be
itself.
funny. But look, all I'm saying is, I am saying this joking. I mean, but at the end of the day, I feel like we've been putting the fight to every team, and it's more about what we do and less about what the other teams do. I feel like because even with Wimby on the team, it was a fight. Like all of these games could have been wins with some better, with us playing better, not with the other team playing worse.
I think at a point in time in the game, and this is for damn near every game. I want to say every game, maybe just one of them, but for every game, from what I'm seeing, bro, the
We were getting
team
blown
get
out.
yeah, something about to happen. Some fire about a building about to fall down. This shit crazy, yo. The fire truck is going crazy. But I think for every game we've been in, the team get up on us and they lose the will. We are one of the teams that they looking at like, oh, this shouldn't be a for good like this shouldn't be too much of a thing. Like I should be playing 28 minutes tonight. I should have a good 28 minutes, 26 points and then 28 minutes. Like I sit down, I let the young like we not looking like our
Yeah, I know what you
comebacks,
mean. They taking
our
us
comebacks
lightly.
they taking us lightly, and our comebacks, because we coming back in the game. It's not like we having the lead. Every game we came back in the end. So they're letting go of the ropes. They're taking their foot off the pedal. Basically, if you watch football, they went up big and they started playing prevent defense. That's all they did. They just went prevent defense. They ain't like, all right, we're not
Hmm.
gonna get exotic. Nah, they just said prevent and we good.
No, easy.
I feel that. I feel that, and I said that too. I felt like, yo, they playing a little bit more lax once they got the lead. So that might be why we coming back in some of these games. But
No, no,
go ahead, Ike.
I don't think it's that, right? Because I mentioned that when you pay attention to the game, it's the point guard play that changes the game. It's not necessarily the other team letting up off the gas because when you put like the way Jordy did it the other game, he had Cam run point, then he had Tyrese run point, and then he had Terrence Mann run point. He didn't have Saraf and Yegor. Once you had those three running point, it changes the offense, and he still had Yegor on the wing, but it changes how the team operates. The ball moves a little bit different. Saraf, he tries to get to a certain spot and kick it or try to score. But with Tyrese, you know what I'm saying? He gonna do what he do. He gonna cut. He gonna move. He gonna shoot the three. Jay Will's gonna shoot the three. That's what made it. Now, if you didn't notice that, Jay Wills and Tyrese, when they come in, the game always changes. If you put Terrence Mann or Cam Thomas instead of Yegor, they got to concentrate more on Cam at the top of the key. That changes the offense. When you have them two trying to bring the ball up and they struggling, or Trayor, that slows down everything for the offense because they haven't figured it out yet. You know what I'm saying? The veterans know a little bit more. They not, you know what I'm saying, that far ahead of gameplay, but they change. They go on runs when you got veterans running the point guard. You don't go on runs with Saraf and Yegor trying to bring the ball up. That be the difference.
But
Easy.
oh, go ahead, John. Go ahead. Go
Yeah, just a question for you. Is like, has Coach Jordy been humbled by the NBA after his outburst last night? Do you feel like he's unhappy because he's not getting the results he wants, as opposed to embracing what's going to be a very tough season? Like, what are your thoughts on Jordan? Just the way he's leveled out the minutes for the guys so far.
I brought this question up the very first game of the season, and niggas looked at me like I'm crazy because it was the first game of the season. And I know it's the first game of the season, but for me personally, and I don't want to act like I'm Nostradamus, but for the most part, right? Like the first game or two, three games of the season will show you the glaring signs of what a team is lacking and what they're good at. You can see it from the jump. Like the first game show you the deficiencies that they came into the season with. From the minute I saw the first game, and I brought this up, I said Jordy played, well, I think 13 people, and that was the 13 people was everybody that was active. Like there was nobody on DNP. Like he played everybody. I said, hold on now, big dog. Hold on now, big dog. You trying to run this shit like how you trying to run it last season. Kinda. It looked like that. You gotta come in here with a different approach. Why? The biggest why? You have five fucking rookies. You didn't have that last year. Last year, you had at least three seasoned vets on the team. Not no fucking clowny that just been in the league for 5 years and be like, oh yeah, he a vet. No, no, no. You don't know shit. He don't know shit. He does not know shit. He's still having fun. He doesn't know shit yet. He You can equivalent that to the little niggas that was on the Rockets when Paul Silas was on the team. They still having fun. They don't know how the NBA can really hit them yet. Last year you had seasoned niggas. You were MVP niggas like Dennis Schroeder on the team. Seasoned nigga that's been in the fucking league for a good time and been professionals could show niggas how to move. Cam Johnson, DFS, shit like that. Even Shake Milton, my nigga. Bro, you don't have that this year. So you have to come into this shit with a different approach. This
Right.
this nigga look like he's trying to do the same thing and he got the same mindset. And I brought this shit up last stream, my nigga. I said, yo, Jay from BK caught some real good footage because that's some shit that we only could have. Yo,
When he talked
nigga
to him,
ran
yeah.
up, he ran up on him and said, yo, how many games you think you gonna win? Jay told him 16. This nigga looked at him like he was crazy. And that right there showed me that's like the video I saw of the Nets when they was in that war room talking about the fucking picks. I'm like, it looks like everybody just doing their own thing. And right there, that showed me, all right, so niggas just doing their own thing. Cause why he looking like 16's a crazy number? We should be around 22. So when he hit 16, like, nah, we shouldn't be that bad. But he gave him that look like 16, nigga. You think I'm that bad, nigga? I ain't trash, nigga. I ain't no 16, nigga. The man, I don't want to say he a bad coach because he has a lot of great things to him. He motivated teams. He did all the good things, but I can't just give him, yeah, he's just a good coach, or because of 1 year with a bad team. If anything, the footwork starts now. How can you develop these young niggas? And for
Right.
some reason, like I still haven't heard a reasonable reason that you only playing like one nigga, two nigga, few minutes here and there sparingly. You, from what I'm looking at, you finding hard rotations. You don't know who works with who. You don't know how to maximize the lineup on the floor. And I think
Right.
one of the reasons is because of the defense and the playmaking too, and the ball handling. It's a lot of things happening at the same time, fellas. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a lot of things
But
happening at the same time.
But right, easy. If he's so worried about the defense, throw in Drake Powell. That's your one of your best defensive young assets. Let him give you the energy. Like, if you're so pissed about what the vets aren't giving you, pivot. Like, you're yelling at these guys, expect them to play different than what they are. Like I said, like 20 minutes ago. These guys, we know what their ceilings are. It's not going to get better by you yelling at them. But the young guys who are hungry, ready to go right now, give you what they can give you. Let them get at it. What's stopping you, Jordy? Besides your ego and your pride, no coach is perfect. You think you're on a mountaintop? Bro, you've fallen down that mountaintop into the Great Barrier Reef. Now you going to swim up or you going to sink, Jordy? That's the
Let me
question.
say this. Let me say this, John. Because even though I'm saying like there's no vets on the team, there's still other guys on the team that's still trying to make their way in the league. And might not be their final stop. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not going to be like it's the Nets or nothing else. Like even Trendon Watford was on the team. He went to Philly. He doing some good things over at Philly. Um, he may feel like he still has a obligation to the other guys on the team. He can't just devote everything to like rookies. So he still has an obligation to the team. And other guys are still good. And frankly, they just know how to maneuver certain things better than the rookies. So it's not like we all watching the game. That shit looking bad sometimes when I fucking quote when you give them the ball. So like you'd rather Tyrese Martin navigate the pick and roll than Ben Seraph because for the most part they just gonna do a screen and try to drive and just go crazy. Tyrese Martin, for the most part, for him, for this team, at least he'll navigate and probe the pick and roll, try to find a look and make a pass. Everything looked forced and difficult for us. So you'll want some structure. So you still have an obligation to the older players on the team. They could still be something and do something for themselves. And plus what they bring into the court, it just is better than what the rookies get. You hope it. But my thing is though, like I don't understand this 1-2 shit, yo. That was the part I really didn't get, yo. Like, yo, one game, okay, we could play Ben Seraph, and he played every fucking game. So at this point, the coach is telling you he the best ball handler out to all the rookies, and fucking he probably the most calmest and the most poised because these niggas might get the ball and start doing some crazy shit. So I don't understand this 1-2 shit. Okay, we gonna play Ben Seraph most of the time, but then fucking throw in Nolan right here, threw in Drake for that one little time right there. Like I don't, this not looking good, Eric. This not looking good. It's not looking good in my eyes. I'm gonna keep it a beat.
You see it right, and I tried to explain that earlier. The reason why you didn't see Drake like that because he had 2 injuries in the game that he got in. He got injured right back again. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they taking their time with him, making sure that you know what I'm saying his knee and his ankle is straight. You're right, Saraf. That's what I'm saying. Like the development, the guys that we got, development is necessarily needed, and they getting it. And that's why I said when you watch Tyrese Martin, you said exactly right. When he gets in the game, it's different. When you put Terrence Mann at point guard, it's different. Even when you put Cam there, it makes the team different. When you have Saraf or Diego trying, that's when things slow down and they gotta figure it out. And they, you know what I'm saying? That takes a toll on the team. But when they out, that's when the team starts coming back. Because like you said, the veterans, the older guys playing for something, trying to win, they get back into the game. And then, you know what I'm saying? It is what we lose the way we lose. But those guys, Nolan needs G League time. I keep saying that. I thought 3 of our guys was gonna go down to the G League. Danny and Nolan practiced with the G League team, but they didn't go down there. Drake went down there, and Danny went down there too to practice with the G League team. I thought they was going to play last game. They didn't play. So he has some type of strategy to play them guys at some point in time. We'll see him. You know what I'm saying? But as far as right now,
Play them
I think he's
now.
still trying to figure out the you know what I'm saying, what works, what don't, and how to balance that all out. You know what I'm saying? So everybody is happy. You know what I mean?
Real quick,
He's
that's something I want to talk about. Real quick, John. That's something I want to talk about. Sending the guys to the G League. Yo, I think it's way too early to send them to the G League, bro. And then like, yo, so like you gotta remember, like NBA still talks, so like that you kind of put a stain on their jacket a little bit, bro, because now niggas looking at them like they sorry because
No,
the real niggas then the people that's playing good, they didn't get sent to the G yet. They are gonna get sent to the G at some point in time unless they're needed on the team and they playing good. But at some point in time, not 5 games into the season, more times than not, the people that's getting sent to the G from the A at this point in time is people that need work. So you kind of put a tag on their name and you kind of kill their confidence a little bit. Now they can,
exactly. That's what I was saying to Ice before. He's supposed to say to
that
Ice before.
that's not. I don't think that's necessarily true, right? It's not too early because if you know someone needs work, like just say for instance, I'm gonna use Trayor because he needs the most work. Trayor needs work. That's not killing his confidence. You going like I said, when you go down to the G, you become the guy. When you become the guy, that gives you confidence. You're running the team down there, right? And your confidence is like, okay, I can handle this. Let me go back up there, and when I get up there, let me show I can handle. I improved on what I got. When Clowney went down there, you know what I'm saying? He improved. It didn't kill his confidence. When Jay Wills went down there, it didn't kill his confidence either. You know what I'm saying? It's
And look
never
at them
too
now.
and now it's never too, but they have confidence. It's never too early to send someone down there for them to figure it out and come back up. You know what I'm saying? like I told Pa said the same thing as you, but I said in last year's draft, what I said, 17 or 20 out of 30 went to the G League last year out of the first round draft. It doesn't matter if you playing good or not. You like you said, they're gonna end up down there anyways. So why not put them down there early and let them come back up early and you know what I'm saying, and figure it out then. Get his
But it's the
confidence.
thing around the league though, Ice. Not to cut you off, but it's the thing around the league though. It's not just like I hear what you're saying. It's a great point, but like at the same time, when you look at those 20 guys that got sent to the G, you gotta look at like 'cause my thing is at what point in time they got sent to the G. Because this is reminiscent to James Wiseman. James Wiseman only played like 3, 4, 5, 6 games with the Warriors when he first got drafted. The shit looked crazy. Draymond had to talk to him at almost every second on the court. After a while, they just sent him to the G immediately. That I'm talking about in terms of like in the guys in the NBA. You getting sent to the G that early, you kind of tell the league you kind of trash right now. And yeah, you need work, but you kind of trash right now.
No, I don't tell you that. No, that's the way it's viewed. That's the way it's viewed, right? That's the problem with the word G League. It's viewed like that.
No,
But
I'm not trying to shame the G League though. I'm saying in terms of the peers. The peers are gonna look at them like, yo, you're not too much, bro. Like you you just got into the league and they sent you to the G, bro.
right, that's what I'm saying. That's what it's viewed at, but it's not viewed like that. See, what they like Gilbert Arenas and them were saying the G League is the graveyard. When you go down there, you stay down there. But that's not true because I didn't talk to somebody named D1. He do G League stuff too. Say so many guys down there. There's a lot of reasons why guys are down there. A lot of different reasons. It has nothing to do with talent. You know what I'm saying? Opportunities or like you said, one thing to work on. Like I said, it could be one thing that you need to work on that you're down there. It's not that you're not good enough or you putting a stain on a name or nothing like that, right? But for our team, I know for Long Island, if Trayor or Danny or any one of those guys go down there, they're not a guy that's gonna stay in the G. They're not a guy that just, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna be down here for 2, 3 years and we stuck down here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Derek could have came back up, but he wanted to stay down there. You know what I'm saying? He wanted
Can't
to.
believe he said that. He
Right.
might just
No, but
end his whole career.
he had his reasons. He wasn't ready. His body wasn't ready. Leg wasn't ready. But for us, easy. When you go down there, they make you the guy. You're not. You like I said. You know what I'm saying. You stand out from the other G League guys. You're not one of the G League team. You're a Brooklyn Nets guy, but you get to run the G League team as your own. You know what I'm saying? That's what they did with Clowney, and that's what they did with Jay Wills. That's what they did with Dayron. When they went down there, they were the guys. They wasn't just G League guys. You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference in being a G League guy and being sent down to being brought back up. There's a big difference between that because we give you the ropes to do what you need to do so you can get out, not to stay in. You know what I mean? It's different.
You know what's
Go ahead, John. Go ahead.
You know what's interesting is remember when after Joe Desai said at China, like, we have the 26th pick, we got top pick. The day after, what did Jordy do? He did a little PR work and said, hey, listen, this front office, they usually draft and hit everything out of the park. Well, they drafted 5 guys, Jordy. It's up to you now to validate that. There's a theory going on, East, from some Brooklyn base members that Jordy and Marks and Sai have never been on the same page since he signed here. Jordy wants to win, 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 no matter what. And this organization wants to now finally after 10 years push development forward no matter what. I mean, if the coach and the front office aren't locked in together, how are we ever going to build anything on this team? If Jordy's saying what should be the right thing, but his actions say differently, he's like, how are we going to move forward?
Um, I'll say this. I'll say for the most part, I think they was on the same page last year. I think the draft kind of threw. I wouldn't say threw a wrinkle, but just gave Jordy a little bit more on his plate to think about. Um, I'll say more in terms of like how the mindset of the coach and the G and the front office is. Because the front office really wants a high pick, but Jordy, no matter what, he's still going to coach his ass off. So that already is going to be a problem right there. That's going to be an impasse right there. Like you're not going to have a problem in terms of say like the relationship, but like in terms of like how you want to handle business going forward is going to be a problem because Jody going to try to do the best can to win, but you know it's not going to work out. But at the same time, like you gave him 5 fucking rookies, so it's like, yo, how am I supposed to do all of this? Like I can't even like more times than not, you get to focus on like one or two, but like you gave me
Yeah.
5. Like what the fuck I'm
But
supposed to do
Jordy
with it?
said he
But
wanted the challenge, though, Ease. Jordy said he could turn anybody into something decent, and right
people
off the
say a
bat,
lot
it
of
seems like
things.
he's having some buyer's remorse with his own words. Like, Jordy, you're going to put yourself in the fire, expect to be burned a little bit. You're not Superman. I feel like that's the one thing Jordy has to come to terms with is he talked the talk. Now it's about walking the walk. And we're not seeing that fully bought in from him right now.
Well, I mean, people can say whatever they want. They think they're ready, but like when the season start hitting and you seeing players and all type of shit, you
Yeah.
like, damn, I can't even put this player in the role that or the spot I really wanted to. Like shit is just moving too fast for him. That's what go to Ice Point. Now I gotta send him to the G, get him ready. But to counteract that point now, Ice, real quick. So this is my thing, right? Because for the players that we send into the G,
Mhm.
all right, for the most part, all of them they have to work on their ball handling.
Mhm.
They would have to work on their playmaking. They
Yeah.
have to work on setting up the offense. They have to work on their passes. They have to work on their entry passes because there was point in times where like Claxton could post up or MPJ was posting up and they was struggling just to deliver them the ball on
Mhm.
some simple assets. You have to question Jordy, but simple assets they struggle to get the ball. And so entry passes, ball handling, reading the offense, defense. So it, and that's all of them. I didn't even see Danny Wolf play, but that's still all of them because I don't care what you say, unless you about to tell me Danny Wolf about to dribble like Kyrie on the court. Even then, you a big nigga. They gonna double you and try to slap that ball out your hand,
Right.
bro. You still gonna have to develop your ball handling. So all these things they have to develop.
Mhm.
That's not happening in one day, 1 week, 1 month,
Right.
2 months, 3 months, 4 months.
The
Right.
chat
So
seemed to have a question for John, man. They said, why do you call him Joe Tsai? Like it's tsunami, like Psy.
Yo, they should call him Joe Tsunami because that's all it's been since he took over this team. We've been through a freaking storm, hurricane, tsunami, earthquake. We've been through every natural disaster possible, and they still have their job. So I think Ruler's right about that one. It should be Joe Tsunami because he really does mean what his last name is. Shit. Nah, but guys, this was a great discussion. I got to head out, but be well, guys. See you for the weekend for more basketball content. Have a good one, though, y'all.
All
All right,
right.
bro.
all right, John. But yeah, that's my question. Like, look at all the things they got to work on. That's not even happening. Like, even in 2 months, I don't think they would still be ready. So it's like, why send them to the G? I mean,
Because
I understand send them to the G, but like the things
yeah.
they have to work on. I mean, yeah, they have to get better because if you're not a good ball handler, it's gonna be hard to get better at ball handling. Every time you get on the court, the minute you take 2 dribbles, somebody's just harassing you. You're not gonna get better because like I don't even have time to even practice my shit. Like I'm getting harassed. But
Mhm.
like defense, ball handling, playmaking, reading
Especially
defenses,
when they
reading the
know you
read,
sweet.
and 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 they think you sweet now because as the
Yeah,
game
once
go
they
on, they're
think you
like, yeah,
sweet, it's like blood in the water. They Now they
Lord.
picking on you every play, full court press, because we know he can't handle the ball.
Now you see yourself in a pick and roll, and now you in the roller spot. And now they separate, and now they just targeting you. Now it's the ISO. Now you're like, oh, I thought we about to roll. No, we ISOing on me, and then it happened 2 times in a row. Oh shit! So I'm fooled. Oh, oh, nah, bro. There was one play I forgot which team it was. I think it was a fast break. Diego was in the back trying to defend the basket. I forgot who went into his chest and they started flexing. They tried to do the little man. I forgot
That
who
was
it
Dylan
was.
Harper.
It was Dylan Harper. It was Dylan Harper right
Yo,
into this
the
nigga chest.
ruler is funny as hell. John did disregard the whole point. You funny as hell, bro.
That was a fact. That was a fact. But
Because he
yo,
even put the phonetic spelling, like, yo, why does he call him Joe Tsai? It's like supposed to be like sigh, like a tsunami, like the T is silent. Niggas, and then John went off on calling him, yeah, we should call him Joe Tsunami, but he did disregard the whole point of how to say
Disregard
the
the whole
man
point.
name.
He just saw something else. He saw what he
Right.
was. He
That's
saw
why he
what
left
he
the
wanted to
banner
see.
though.
Nah, he think it has
Nah,
something to
nah,
do.
nah. Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
the ruler FN just pointed out that he disregarded the whole point because I put it on the screen for him. That was funny. Good shit, bro. Great comment.
But
Right.
yeah,
W
bro.
chat.
This is what I'm saying, bro. So our eighth pick got fucking. He tried to do some weird ass fucking defense of the rim. Like I don't know what that was. So off rip, we gotta teach you defense, bro. Cause you was a nigga in the back. I don't know what you trying to do. You was trying to stay out the restricted area so you don't catch a foul, but you still try to swat the ball and hit him and shit. Yo,
Yo,
nigga went right into his fucking chest. This nigga
Jordy
tried
was
to,
disgusted at that defense.
bro. This nigga
Mhm.
flew, bro. This nigga got hit in the chest and flew, bro. That didn't even look like a hard hit. This nigga flew. I'm like, oh, you frail, bro. You frail. And you know it. Because the way how you play defense look kind of frail just there. So you know that shit too. Bro, I don't, yo, so
No, the
now
fact
I
that
got
he
the
not
question,
going into
dog.
the paint, the fact that he not going into the paint shows that he knows.
And you're not going to the paint. The play where I saw you make the fucking three, you ran back out to the 3 point line to catch that fucking three. Nigga, you even try to think about getting something inside in the paint or inside the three. Yo, so the first 4 games, my nigga, all your shots been fucking threes. And from what we've seen on the court, you're afraid to dribble, you're afraid to get inside the paint and to make any type of playmaking moves or offensive moves within the three. Nigga, you did a fucking half-ass, scared-ass step back three when you hit that shit, I think the first game, and that was it. Or the second game, and that was it. My nigga, at this point, niggas looking at you like you fool.
Now you have to you have the chance to change it, but right now you fooled. You fooled. You are fooled. You don't even want to dribble inside the 2 point line, nigga. You don't want to get inside the paint, nigga. You ran out to the 3 point line and all your shots is three. You gave us a scout report already, and there's no scout report on you. Goddamn, my nigga.
Nasty work.
His name is Three Gore. You know what I mean?
Niggas is questioning about his shooting. I'm like, yo, his shooting is good, bro.
Yeah.
You got work. You see, this is what I'm saying. Like, so, like how you said, his superpower is playmaking.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen one bit of playmaking yet.
That's because of how they. Well, I'm gonna say it's a little bit there, but you haven't. You gotta pay attention to it. If he catch the ball on the wing and he create off a swing pass, that's how he creates. He don't create on ball. He's not a real on ball creator. He creates when he get a swing pass and he can do a jab step and send you one direction, and he'll start going down the lane, and that's when he starts passing or in transition. If he's ahead, if you pass ahead, kind of like Ben, but he's not as fast as Ben. But if he's up and you give him a head pass around like half court, he can make the right play to get downhill or the pass out to the wing or whoever is coming down with him. You know what I'm saying? That's where his passing it becomes good. It doesn't become on ball passing unless you set a screen for him constantly. That's why I say he's like Halliburton. Halliburton could create, but you'll see Halliburton drive to his right side. He'll go all the way to like half court and run by you. You know what I'm saying? And get by you. He ain't going to get you in no crossover. So Yegor and him need screens. If he get a screen and he could clear, he going to either shoot the three or he going to drive by and try to create like that once he get in the paint. That's how he operates. And that's when you see his passing at his best because he'll make the right pass, the play, right play then.
Man, it's not looking good, man. Danny Wolf is doing the facilitation that I was expecting Yegor to do effortlessly, and they need to just put. I feel like, and it's unconventional. Just let Danny Wolf do it, man.
Danny a different passer though. You know what I'm saying? Danny could operate out of pick and roll too, but he a different. Danny operates differently. Diego operates differently. Danny don't make the same passes that Diego would make. You know what I'm saying? He can do a little bit of it, but it's
He
different.
dribble better than Yegor.
Yeah,
Seems like he passes on ball better than Yegor.
he
He bring the ball up the court better than Yegor.
Yeah.
Can I just
Go
open
ahead,
to everybody?
Gary.
But like, yo, what up, y'all?
Hold
What
on,
up?
Gary.
I'm not trying to bash Yeager. It's been a handful of games, 5 games or whatever. Are we a little disappointed in Yeager? He doesn't even look like a ball handler. Like he really does. Like, he looks like a
I'm
wing.
very disappointed, Gary. I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed.
I mean, it's
I
5
told
games.
y'all-
His foot's banged up. I'm not trying to write his obituary yet. But I'm just saying, like, so far, it's not.
But goddamn, you have so you a good 3. So for
I told y'all after the first preseason game, I heard the young kid say out his own mouth that he don't know if he could be a point guard, and it seemed like it was because the speed is too much for him.
Once
it
you
looks
say
like the
that,
speed is too much for him. He needs to be
once
a
you
wing.
say that, we're done. Like if you say that out loud, if that's in your brain, I don't know if I could do. You know that you can't, right?
Real quick, because Pod hit it on the last stream. He hit it around the head. Yeager is a high dribbler. He's 6'9". He don't bend his back. He don't bend his knees like that. He don't get low to the ground with a dribble. He a high dribbler. He probably peeped that shit from the first preseason game, from fucking training camp. He dribbled high, and it's fucking with his dribble. They just could fuck with it. He can't do nothing, so he's not safe. He probably knew that from the beginning. Like, I'm not safe with this dribble. If I'm not safe with my dribble, I can't be a guard. Like, I can't be a guard. I'm not safe
because they do not respect
point.
They don't respect his dribble. Like him bringing the ball up the court, they like, yo, let's pressure him. See if we
Look
can
how high the fucking ball is.
Make a mistake.
Bro, so real quick, you could equivalent that to how the Celtics played KD in
That's the same exact shit I thought.
Right in the so like they'll see KD bringing up the ball or trying to dribble, they harassing him. Why? Because sometimes you'll see KD, especially now after the Achilles, he not getting low with the ball, and sometimes he just dribbling upright, back straight. Nah, nigga, we can fuck with you 7 feet, nigga. You the distance. That's why Wemby is so special. When he dribbling, he could get low, and he getting the head right next to it. So it's like, goddamn, you getting low to dribble too, right between your legs, bro. When you that tall and your back is upright and you dribbling, you gotta be protective of the rock. So you have to get low. For whatever reason, he not getting low with his dribble. He not safe. So he had to come out and say, like, I can't do my thing. I can't do my thing. Cause I'm not safe. I can't really play with the pill.
The question on the screen, they saying, would you play Eagle as shooting guard instead?
I don't know.
No.
He can't keep up with that.
Is this what we drafted? A 6'9", 6'10", whatever he is, wing? Like, did we draft Cam Johnson? I'm not. Is that what we drafted?
Well, Cam Johnson looking a little bit better, so I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a ball handler. He can take the ball. He can score. He can't do any of those things.
He can't do none of those.
He hasn't hit a 2-point shot yet. We're 5 games into the season.
He hasn't even
attempted one.
He hasn't even attempted one. Yeah.
Yo, bro, I'm telling you, he had a clear open shot in the 2. He ran back to the 3 because he know it's gonna take longer for the guy to close out on him. I'm like, damn, bro, you writing the book on yourself right now, bro. Like, I'm sorry, like that's what you're doing. If anything, they will give you the 3 because they know they're not going to give you no type of paint touch. You go ahead and try that shit from 3. It's all good. We live with that.
Yeah, nah, but he worked on his dribbling. Saraf worked on his coordination and dribbling. They all worked on stuff in the off season. Before the season started, I seen those things, right? But it just hasn't played, like you said, easy. It's gonna take time for them to even adjust like that. But the first couple games, Yeager knows, like Paul was saying, he knows what he has to work on. He knows he dribbles high because he's the one that said it. You know what I'm saying? He knows what he got to do. They didn't draft him as a point guard really, but he can play point forward, or you know what I'm saying, like that. Like I said, his best skill set is to be in transition or catch off a pass and create from a swing pass, and that's where you see him passing at his best. And if you want him to create off a dribble, you gotta set a screen for him. Yeah, he ain't got enough handles to just blow by somebody. He ain't got enough speed, so he needs a screen. He needs a good screen setter for him to operate the offense. And he can probe the offense if you set a good screen for him too. Because that's the same thing as getting in transition. And once he get into the paint, like you said, Tyrese Martin do, he could do similar things, and he can make the right play. You know what I'm saying? You just haven't seen it on this level yet.
But Ice, for us, right?
Mm-hmm.
We not running. We not getting the ball and pushing the pace. Mainly because we don't have the ball handlers for it, and more times than not, the team just doesn't run like that. So we not running. We can't. So we not creating fast breaks or transition. Then we struggle to capitalize on a defensive possession.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't get the rebound and push the pace. So like more times than not, they get in the basket or our rebounds is coming in a different way that we don't get to push the pace. They get back, they can set their half court defense.
Uh-huh.
Then at the same time, like Yegor, in order to do that, you have to get in the paint and get the rebound. You can't do that from the 3-point line. So because like you'll get the ball and you have the decision. You could push the break now because you could just dribble up the court. You 6'9", so you should have stride and length. You can make it up the court in 4 dribbles. I'm giving you 4. It should be 3, but you can make it up the court in 4. So
he can't. That's what I'm saying. He can't. But if Claxton get the board and push it up to him towards half court, then that's what I'm saying. He's too slow for that. So somebody's got to rebound and give him the ball. You know what I'm saying? So he could be ahead, because you will catch up to him. He's too slow. But in that transition phase, that's when he can play better. He can make better like that. So you don't necessarily need him to grab the board and push the pace. He can do a little bit of it, but he's going to be behind. You know what I'm saying? He's always going to be behind because he's slow footed.
So what I'm hearing is really a watered down rookie season Lonzo Ball, except with a 3.
Possibly, maybe. He's got upside though if he can get his ball handling skills together. You know what I'm saying? He's got upside.
Yeah, but that's a massive if, right? Like he's a point guard. He's supposed to. Why did you draft him?
Yeah, but he's not a point guard. You know
yeah, you're right. Like I remember when we drafted him. Pete from Nets Fans, texted me and said, "Yeah, but he's not a point guard. He's a wing." I'm like, "What? Why the hell did we draft him?" I don't.
Big guard.
You overdrafted him, right? I don't mean that in a negative way, but you drafted him before he was expected to go.
Yeah, he's a
because you thought point guard. No, because you thought you had a 6'9" point guard. Isn't that why you took him?
Nah, 6'9" point forward. Because I thought he was a point guard. Somebody told me they didn't see him as a point guard. He's more of a point forward. You know what I mean? And then I understood when I watched the game, I understood why they say point forward or wing. You know what I'm saying? But I understand, because I wouldn't have took him as a wing player either. You know what I'm saying? But they wanted the vision, they wanted the passing, and they wanted guys to do things like that. So that's why they chose him.
But at this point, Ice, now we, unfortunately, the kid, for me, bro, question is up now. Now I have to question your dog. I have to question the dog inside of you. And I don't like doing this, but I have to do it. The niggas in your draft class, they all, like, damn near all of them seem to have at least some type of dog. Like, I even saw Eastern New World pop up on the Hawks. Like, I've been a part of Hawks FC. I'm not gonna lie. I've been in they shit, boy. They go do it, boy. But yo, Eastern New World popped up for them. They nice sighting. They like, oh yeah, they hype because of that. Like, yeah,
I wanted him. I wanted Aston Noel, but
he popping up. So it's like, yo, I have to, like, now you bringing questions up about intangibles now, because we could question intangibles now. Like, okay, you have a high dribble, you could get better with that. You could bend your back, you could get low with your knees, shit like that. We could question that. We could hope you could get better. Now, even though up to Gary's point, we don't know. Like, that's still an if. But now with the intangibles, yeah, we have to question that, and that shit might never get better. Do you have that dog in you or not, bro? Because if you're scared to dribble, so you have to work on your dribbling. Then you're gonna have to get confidence going into the trees and into the paint with that shit.
Well, I don't think he needs the confidence of getting in the paint. I just think he needs a pick. Once he that's what I'm trying to explain. Like, he knows his dribbling is high. He knows he needs to work on the dribble, but he has the IQ. He has the passing IQ. He got a feel for the game, because when he got to, I don't remember if he was in a tournament in college, but he showed out. He played the way he was supposed to play in the tournament. you know what I mean, and did well. Well, he did better, you know what I'm saying? But the dribbling is something that he definitely needs to work on. And like Pod explained, when he was overseas, Hugo had the ball in his hands. Hugo Gonzalez that the Celtics picked up had the ball in his hands more. And Diego was on the wing, even though he's a point guard, he stayed on the wing. And off a swing pass, he will always create off a swing pass. And he will always create off a screen. You know what I'm saying? So swing pass and the screen is always how he created. Even in college, it was the same thing. They used it the same way, pick and roll, screen, a swing pass. They put him on the wing. He would shoot the three, or he'd jab step you and go either direction, get into the paint. He'll either dunk it or pass it or floater. He has that in his bag. You just haven't seen it because we don't run it like that.
But you see, like I saw him times with the ball, but he not even calling for the screen. My thing is though, Ice, is because I agree he a point forward, but I know for a fact that let's draft him because you could put him at point guard and you could have a crazy lineup. So if you could put a 6'9" guy at guard, that's automatically going to fuck up another team defense and the offense, and if the kid could play defense. So,
but he's not coming downhill with it, right? Like if you're a 6'9" point guard coming downhill, what is Trae Young or Jalen Brunson? What are they going to do about it? Nothing, right? The only thing they can do is foul you or get cooked. Like that's it. They can double you, right? They can send a big, but now I got an open big. I got an easy lob or something. So there's not much you can do with it. But he's not taking the ball downhill.
He's not taking the ball downhill. He not putting pressure on the rim or the paint. I understand the screen thing, but for me, especially if you're a big guy like that, and you're on the perimeter playing like a guard, like you're not getting in the paint. You're not in the paint. Like your game, you're showing us like your game. You're not getting inside there. So like you're playing like a guard. So for me, you need to be able to beat your man, at least on some type of level, to get at least 1 foot in the paint. You're not even attempting that. I need you to attempt that because right now in the league from just the few games we saw, we could go back to last season, but let's stay on this season. The few games we saw, every guard at the very least that's good is getting in the paint without a screen. They are forcing the issue and creating havoc on the defense. You 6'9", bro. I need that.
Traore, he runs by you. Sarab, he's a little bit crafty. He can do that. That's what they do. Diego, you looking for Diego to do it, but that's not what he does. You know what I'm saying? He operates differently. They all can operate off pick and roll. Honestly, that's how they played overseas. But Saraf is crafty enough, and Traore is fast enough. Diego is not crafty, neither is he fast. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at him,
Saraf is crafty enough, but like Saraf doesn't have any of like the God-given stuff that you can't teach. Like I don't like. What's the upside on Saraf? Like I do this all the time, scouting fights. Like he knows how to fight. He's got a high ring IQ, but this is still an athletic competition, and that's not a world-class athlete. I look at Saraf and I'm like, athletically, he doesn't really belong on the court.
That's what he's after him for. The best in his scouting, it says he's the best best off the dribble passer.
He's got a skill set for sure. I'm just saying, like, is he a world-class athlete? You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, he's not.
Look at the level of athletes in the NBA. Is he like them?
No, it doesn't have to be. You know what I'm saying? He got to see if they got to see if he can mature his game more and be more skilled to score. Because, like I said, other than last season, where he was at, he was known as a scorer. He can score. You know what I'm saying? This level, I don't know. You know what I mean? He shows little flashes here and there of passing and getting to the lane with the same crossover and spin move. But you know what I'm saying? It only works so many times.
Right. And if anything, the best thing he really showed to me is like poise, bringing up the ball, and like at least at some level running the offense. And for them, I think every game now, I think other than one that Jordy put Cam at the point and switched him to the two, but for every game, Jody had him at the point. So that's telling me the coach trusts him the most to, on some level, to run the offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
And to me, that's fucking crazy. That's crazy.
But like, who do you want? Like, who do you want him to trust? We only got 3 rookies. We only got 3 guys who can't order a drink to run the point.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Gary. I was fully expecting Cam Thomas to step in that role, but he is not.
Yeah,
he is not. He is still missing the same reads that he's been missing since rookie year.
He's checked out though. Like honestly, he's checked out. He doesn't want to be here. It's.
Oh yeah, he took the qualifier offer. He out of here.
Yeah.
He's just trying to put up numbers.
He gone.
It was one podcast. Dylan brought it up. It's a fact. Everybody that done took the qualifier offer, except I think one player. I think it was
Spencer Hawes.
Spencer Hawes.
Spencer Hawes. Yeah.
Spencer Hawes. Everybody else that took a qualifying offer, they left the team that they took the qualifying offer from. So and then like look at, even if we want to do context, look at the context that we got with Cam Thomas. We barely played him and we try to lowball his money. He out of here, bro. So like, we enjoy the season that we have for the last season. You know what I'm saying? Like enjoy it, but like I fully expected him to step into that role, but he's still missing some reads. Now, people are going to point back to the 8 assist game that he had the other day. Mind you, I found this out. 5 of those motherfuckers went to MPJ. So you could take that how you will. You could say, yo, assist is only made from the other player making the basket. So you need to have a good player next to you to make the basket so you could get the assist. So you probably been making that pass, but the player just hasn't been making the bucket. So, you've been missing. But then I could counter react and be like, yeah, but you could put that player that you passing the ball in better position to score the ball. But you just you don't have that mindset that should just pass you by. By the time you pass that ball, that player in a fucked up spot, and you was in a fucked up spot. So we making bullshit on fucking T at that point. So, like I said, 8 assists, 5 of them went to MPJ. He's still missing some reads. He's still taking the ball 1-on-1 against 1v2, 1v3 sometimes. It is what it is. I fully expected him to jump in that role. For Ben Sarif, for 4 games at least, to have that role, God damn. So nobody else can hold us down? No. What happened if we didn't draft this nigga? What happened if we decided, all right, instead of Ben Sarif, we going to draft a center? Was we going to be fucked?
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, I guess Cam would just run the point, right? You'd use Cam at the 1, and then I guess you'd use Yegor at the 2, and that's what you would go with. I guess. I don't know.
Would you have done that? Because now we see
I heard somebody say that. They said put him at the Klay Thompson role. I heard that.
What?
Catch and shoot. They say they want him to develop a game like Klay Thompson, being a catch and shoot player.
Oh God.
This one fucking.
Yo, I don't like it. I don't like him as the 2 guard. I don't like Diego as the 2 guard taking his spot. His defense ain't that stellar to take Cam Thomas' spot as the 2 guard. And at the end of the day, bro, the defenses are not stupid. If you want dimensional and all you do is take 3-point shots, they're not going to sag on defense. They're going to press you. And you're going to have to fight for the ball. And you're not going to have no space to take your jumper because you ain't no threat to get to the rim at all. You got to put the ball on the floor at some point. You are a point guard. We drafted him to be a point guard. If you're not going to play a point guard, you're going to be a point forward. And he don't got, I mean, he had 1 attempt at the basket in the paint and he missed it. Like, come on, man. You can't be soft. Not in Brooklyn, bro. If this is what Euro basketball is supposed to represent, it's not supposed to represent Brooklyn basketball, man. You got to play tougher than that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he won't develop, but just his shot selection of more 3-pointers than 2-pointers, I'm against it. The number 2 drafted player, Dylan Harper, when he was versus us, he shot 8 for 10. None of them were 3-pointers. So the elite players are getting to the rim, playing inside the 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? The 8th pick, just taking jumpers. I'm just calling it as facts, not my opinion. You got to get to the rim in this league, bro. It's a skill to get to the rim. It's a skill to take the jumper, but you know what I mean? You not being You taking the integrity away. I mean, the defense, it's easy to basically pick out what you're going to do. You just become one dimensional. You can't win in this league being one
Let
dimensional.
me ask you a question, Breezy. What up, Breezy? How you doing? But let me ask you a question. When we drafted him, I was under the impression that we were getting Josh Giddey, that type of player. Now you're telling me. Now you're telling me we're getting a Klay Thompson role. Like that's like a 180-degree difference. Like,
well, we put him in the Klay Thompson role. He got more to his game, but we put him in the Klay Thompson role.
But like my question is, when you drafted him, what did you envision? Like you overdrafted. I'm not saying that to be insulting. You overdrafted him. You took him way higher than he was expected to go. So that means you had a plan for him. Like, what was that plan? Like, that's what I don't understand.
The question. That's the question, Gary. That's the question.
The plan was to be a point forward. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if I keep on explaining it, you'll get it. Like you don't see him, if you don't see him as a number one, like they want him to probably transition into a point guard. He says he's not a point guard. He's more of a point forward because of the vision. He had the best vision in the draft because he displayed it at BYU, right? So seeing that they played him at point and seeing how they played him overseas and he still had the same vision, maybe he can transition into a point guard, but we can run him at the wing to shoot the threes and use his vision to create a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If he like I said, off a swing pass or anything like that. So you stick him in the corner, you see his shooting is nice. His shooting is like that, but everything else he's got to work on just like everybody else.
But you see, but now I have to. I'm questioning that. And now my question is kind of similar to Gary, but to another level. We need to put emphasis on the front office. We need an explanation. What was the vision? Because we could put it together, but I need to know from the front office, what was your plan? Because now I could make the argument and play a little devil advocate and say, point forward, but you probably recognize that you don't got enough shooting on this motherfucking team. So you want a shooter. So you want to shoehorn him into the shooting position and just have a good person that could make from that position. But you're not really looking for him. If he developed into that, cool. But your plan was probably just for a shooter that could move the rock. So who's a shooter that could move the rock? Like probably low-end Mikal Bridges. You probably thought about that in your mind. You probably had that shit in your mind. So that's devil advocate right there. So you probably in your mind drafted for another Mikal. Dog. What?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what player they had in their mind, but I don't think Mikal, because Drake Powell is more of a Mikal. Mikal, he might end up being better, but Drake is the more than Mikal. I don't think Yegor is in that category. You know what I'm saying? Of being like that. Like I said, I think he's more in the Halliburton category as far as someone with a basic dribble, you know what I'm saying? He can shoot the three. Halliburton gets more downhill, but like I said, if you watch it, he don't have no crossover. Halliburton is so basic, and he plays like a middle schooler with his handles. And no one's complaining over there because he gets the job done. Like over here, you complain about the handles because he dribbles high and he's taller. But if you watch Halliburton, he give you a right, he switches hands and he runs all the way around. He don't go directly to you. He runs around you. He takes the long way around to get to the basket and pull a midi or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or like I said, for Halliburton, he needs hella screens. He needs hella picks. And that's how he operates the offense. So I think Yegor is in that same category. He just not there yet. You know what I mean? And like you said, we don't run those type of things right now. And he ain't calling for it. Anyways, when I seen the game, Traore called for it. No one came and said the pick for him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Well, we gotta be fair, Ice. So when Hallie came into the league, he had a better dribble than Yegor. He got lower, and he utilized his wingspan a little bit better to protect his dribble. So I mean, and plus at the same time too, he was taking the ball, not afraid to dribble, still getting into the paint and playmaking at a high level, even in his rookie year too. So it's like, yo, dog, like that shit showed out immediately. Yo,
Yo,
for the most part, your shooting is showing out. That's what's really showing out.
yeah. I gotta do some things, man. But I want to say shout out to y'all for holding it down, man. Shout out to Jay, Easy, Ice, John, everybody that was holding it down. I mean, shout out to Gary for pulling up. Yeah, we're gonna be back with more content. I know, you know what I'm saying, that the games ain't on until next Sunday, but we're gonna try to bring y'all content, you know what I mean, before that. Nets fans is the best fans. I'm gonna give a shout out a little later, y'all. Peace.